Anyways, where was I? Oh
Dude,
yeah, back now that I'm back on the stream. Where was I? Oh yeah, Quentin Flynn. Essentially, what happened between Quentin Flynn is that a couple years back he got allegations against him that he was the usual, typical like assaulter type stuff, and because of that he was kind of blacklisted from the industry. Were they confirmed? Not exactly, like most things. And they were just sort of allegations. But that was enough to get him kind of blacklisted from the industry. Like, I have not heard him in new stuff in so long. So,
yeah,
my
the
guess
last
is the reason they're all sticking forever with MGS2, like, or at least taking forever with 4, is because of the fact that because Quentin Flynn it also comes back as Raiden in MGS4, they're either redoing all the lines or they're trying to figure out a way to try to, or they're just gonna say YOLO it and keep his lines in despite his blacklisting or his infamous reputation now, which
I see.
sucks. Which
I did
sucks.
not know that.
Which sucks. It's Quentin Flynn. He's awesome. Like you can't have Raiden without Quentin Flynn.
Yeah.
Not only that, he is getting up there in age, so might get either way. It sucks, but that's probably why they're taking forever. Either they're redoing the lines for if they are doing Revengeance as well. They're probably redoing the lines like an impersonator or something, which it's not gonna hit the same. Like we're not gonna get the evil laugh when he's just like, "Oh, now you're just being nasty." If they do change the line, it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah.
A kiss of death. UKGB. We may be
It's
able to
unfortunate. And last time I saw or heard of him was in Dying Light 1. He plays a bunch of the random NPCs.
Yeah. I haven't heard of him since No More Heroes.
Shall we take it back to the base?
I need to beat No More Heroes.
Perhaps we should.
Uh,
We have no
2 specific, 1 and 2 specifically, and then Revengeance.
I think it's time I
Then after that, we never heard from him since.
Yeah. I think right. I stopped in No More Heroes at the.
We are friends, the American defector. You're going to nuke your fellow
Hey,
Russians.
turn on my TV.
Remember
I stopped at the
Colonel.
part. There is no volume. Okay, wait, is it here?
It sucks, but you never know. That's what, like I said, that's probably why they're taking forever, considering the literal hundreds of dialogue lines in MGS2 just for Raiden, plus cutscenes in 4, plus cutscenes in Revengeance, plus codec calls. If they are porting those games, that's probably why it's taking forever. And realistically, Snake shouldn't have
Yeah.
survived this.
But he was also at Bikini Atoll, so he's already irradiated to hell.
Oh yeah, he's sterile.
Yeah. Nuts shriveled like raisins.
It still sucks that the reason that Kojima and his cruel urge to move on with his life had to literally like guarantee that we will not get another Metal Gear game with Snake, at least until 5, is by giving him like rapid aging, which sucks.
Yeah, but it was already a plot thread in
1.
1, so and in 2 as well. So it makes sense.
Also, the Snake Eater theme, but it's the
Because-
one you didn't like because it didn't sound like she was giving it her all last time.
Yeah. But I'm also just super biased, so you can take my opinion on it with a grain of salt.
I don't mind it
I
mainly
played this
because
game.
I don't mind it mainly because I have like a different POV of it. Mainly because like the original was like, oh, this bombastic journey, like you're witnessing the beginning of how everything started. But because we now know the plot of this game already at this point, it's more like we're revisiting an old friend that didn't make the best decisions in his life. and we're witnessing.
Valid decisions, but not great ones.
Yeah,
I would also crash out as hard as Big Boss does after this game if I was a part of the ending of this game.
the fact that Metal Gear Portable Ops is after this, and it has some really important plot threads that aren't explained in later games unless you play through Peace Walker. It never mentions Gene, it never mentions like anyone else from Portable Ops, which is a shame.
Yeah. I don't know, I just explain it as, and then Portable Ops happened, and then Peace Walker happened, and then the only thing that matters about Peace Walker is Strange Love existed, Chico and Paz existed, and they made a base out in the middle of nowhere, and there's now an AI pod, the Peace Walker, which is the boss in a box.
We also got Huey, fuck Huey.
He got off too light,
Yeah.
and then he got exactly what he deserved later.
Oh yeah, he died a very pathetic death.
Oh yeah, it's yes, Huey marries this random woman who already has a kid, and then now merging of two families, and then Otacon sleeps with his stepmom, and then he kills himself in the pool with Emma, and it's like, okay, fucking rest in piss, dick.
He died the way he lived, like a douchebag.
Yeah, and then he scarred Emma forever, and then Emma got scarred then forever.
And then got killed.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by scarred forever, stabbed in the stomach by the bisexual.
Not stabbed. I'm pretty sure she was shot, wasn't she?
No, I thought it was, Vamp jumps up behind her from underwater and stabs her in the gut, and then Snake is like, oh, I gotta take a shot at Vamp, and shoots him in the forehead. And then, because...
Oh, man. Otacon
And then,
did not... Man, Otacon got fucked so hard in his life.
Yeah. And then he gets a parrot that calls him by the nickname that his sister called him by.
Odie?
And then you get my favorite dap up in Metal Gear history, where it's like, my sister is dead, but we still have a job to do. And then Snake is like, they do the best handshake, and then they head out.
I mean, they're basically the epitome of gay pride in Metal Gear. So yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of the comic of Snake yelling at his dad, "I'm gonna have a husband, and we're gonna live in the middle of nowhere." And then Big Boss is like, "I have two husbands," and then I'm gonna have a husband that pisses himself. It's like, have you had a husband that pisses himself? And then Big Boss says no. He's like, I'm gonna have a husband that pisses himself.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
God, the fact that Kojima willingly retweets Yaoi fan art of his characters.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
He made a radio drama of that's Yaoi. There's the whole
Made a national hero out of this.
Big Boss disagrees with Kaz, so they fight naked in the sauna.
This fox is still one
Which,
step ahead of the
by
house.
the way, I think David Hayter and Robert Atkin Downs, they went out of their way to dub it in English, and it's so fucking funny.
The situation
Yeah.
has changed. We still
Like,
could
it wasn't even like a thing, a promotion by Konami. Like, Robert Atkin Downs was like, I feel like being Kaz again for a bit, and then he calls up David, and they're like, hey, you want to do like a skit for Metal Gear? And he's like, fuck it, I'm down for Metal Gear. And anything Metal Gear, even if it's fan stuff. And I think he found a translation of the radio show,
No.
and then and dubbed it.
Something even
And
bigger.
it's so fucking funny because you just hear David Hayter just
Yesterday, the White
beating
House
on
was
Kaz,
unexpected.
and he's like, respect women. He's just beating his ass. Like, 100% if Snake played video games, he would call himself women respecter.
President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet
That's right.
Respect women so much that your award for 100%ing the game is dating Paz and Kaz at the same time.
Bisexual is wet dream, baby.
At about the same time.
Yeah, and then you steal Kaz's underwear as his outfit.
Yeah, I'm pretty...
Because Kaz wears a Speedo in the Date Kaz cutscene.
Dude, I swear to
And
God.
then you get his Speedo.
Oh, I swear to God, Metal Gear caused a buy panic for everyone that played it.
Picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your
Yeah.
military aircraft.
I would say that was
Does
pretty
any
accurate.
of this sound familiar?
I mean, wasn't it
From
a
this
fan
period.
theory or a very
Nation, I
common
have
fan
placed
theory
our
that
armed forces on secondary.
Kojima
Depending
was
on
gay
your
or
response,
something?
I may be left with no
like it was like a
choice
really
but to
common
work
like
Yeah.
fan theory that people had until they realized no, he's
and
married with a
unleash
kid.
Armageddon. With
I would say
help
that
of
still
the
wilds me out that
forces,
he's married.
he was able to
Like who would
survive
like
It's such
who,
like a
who the fuck married that weirdo,
But
right?
my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your
I mean, I would.
cooperation.
I mean, who wouldn't? Man's all been man's been man's been pro LGBT for years, literally since MGS2 or even before that. He's always been pro.
One of my favorite quotes is, "My games have always been LGBT. There's always been a gay person in every single one of my games. You."
Oh, dude, you should have been here earlier. I pulled that joke on JP. I pulled that joke on JP earlier. Because I was telling him like, oh, they want there's Kojima confirmed the gayest person in Metal Gear, and I was like, oh, who is it? And he was like guessing all the characters, like, was it Snake? And I was like, no. Was it Boss? No. Was it Vamp? No. And he's like, oh, who is it? It's you, the player.
Honestly, if you want, the gayest character is probably,
Vamp.
well, Vamp is bisexual, but also Strangelove probably, because she was in love with the boss.
Soldier.
Didn't she also?
And then Huey was like a pity fuck.
Also, didn't she also like not harass, but more like when she was bathing with Paz, or not Paz? It was another woman. It's the French lady. Who was it again in Peace Walker?
The boss.
I have no clue, but
'Cause
I
I
just call her the
remember-
bird lady.
Because I remember there was a dialogue or codec or like a tape where she was like talking about how Strangelove was like helping her shower and shit, and it was literally like it felt like a Yuri fan fiction by Kojima.
They were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system.
Oh
Then-
yeah,
was
and then-
completed
Yuri.
2 years ago.
And then 5 happened and it made everything depressing.
Serious problems were found with the launcher's range
Yeah.
and precision.
Well, all the games have been depressing since forever. The end of 3 is depressing, 1 is depressing, 2 is depressing. They're all depressing.
But so close
That's the
to
trick.
such facility.
4 was gonna be the worst.
You thought this was
4 was gonna be the most depressing one because Kojima literally wanted to reference one of the worst Italian killings in history, and it was one of the most depressing ones. Nicola and Bart. Yeah, that's the one. You know the song?
yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to reference that with MGS4 and have like Snake and Otacon killed at the end because they were framed for everything happening.
Yeah.
And the devs had to talk him out
And
of it
then
because
he
it was
used
too
it
depressing.
for
The boss with Colonel
Yeah, also had to talk him out of the Snake suicide
clear shells
ending.
them with her as gift when
Because
she
it was too
returned.
depressing.
because also this
Shortly thereafter,
Yeah.
So-close design lab and top secret military
Yeah, I think
research
it just goes to show just how much
destroyed by one
Kojima
of
was
his
just
weapons.
done with Metal Gear.
Right so far.
Also, chat, sorry I'm talking over the cutscenes, but I
Yes,
played
that's
this game like twice in this
And the
channel,
American
so I don't really give a shit about the plot no more because I know the
government
plot's
involvement in the affair
story back to
is
back, so I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Also, just play it yourself.
it's great. Highly recommend it. Master Collection or remake, I don't give a shit. You just play it. But yeah, like
It was clearly an
there, it
violation
just
of
shows how much
And yet you
Kojima was
say
just done
it
with
was
Metal
not
Gear at that
acting
point.
under your
Like he wanted to move on so bad. Like I'm pretty sure that's why he was making like Guy Savage as well, because he wanted to do new things before canceling Zote 3, which I need to finish Zote 3. Holy fuck. But yeah, it's a shame because Konami put him in the Metal Gear mines for years on end.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since
And
the
it sucks.
Yeah.
I will need some kind of proof that this
Very.
is not the action of the American government.
At least he got
I guess.
at least he got the mailman sim now.
You have 1 week.
Oh yeah,
You must
and
catch
it's
the boss
amazing.
yourselves and recover
Have you
the
played Death Stranding 2?
I need to play 2. I have the first. I want to beat the first game first, then get
Some
2.
way to prove your innocence.
Yeah, 2 is it's just Metal Gear again. It's very Metal Gear. It's exactly it feels like
another one of your tricks.
he
Yeah,
wasn't done with Metal Gear just yet, so he wanted to do more.
I would not expect too
yeah.
much
I feel
by
like
the
Death Stranding
movie
2's
instead.
design was made specifically because people were mad at him for not giving them more Metal Gear, which, ironically enough, is what Sigint is, or Fizzant is, apparently. But apparently people were like upset. It's like, fine, you want Metal Gear? I'll give you Metal Gear. I'll give you all the Metal Gear you want. And then just literally puts the actor he fan cast as Snake in the game, makes a bunch of references to Metal Gear with the
Yeah.
final boss, and
What if
Yeah.
you can?
It's also
The Magellan
the trucking is a lot easier.
the Magellan is literally based off the head of a Metal Gear Rex.
They will seek their revenge.
Yeah, they changed how the gameplay works too, because you know how the first game of Death Stranding is like, oh, you're trucking and it's mostly trucking and a few little bits of BT and human combat.
Yeah, mules.
If you fail,
Yeah, Death Stranding is very combat focused.
I mean, Death Stranding 2.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what I
cause
said.
I'm pretty
I'm currently
sure
playing
from what the
FOGs and
game showed in the
MGO, but-
trailers, from what I remember from the trailers, wasn't the main appeals like, oh, you get like in bike chases now and some shit?
You're the only one capable of pulling this off.
I don't remember. I didn't know it existed until I had
Pull this
already.
one up, and we'll
Oh.
both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Well, I need to play it because I want to. I'm just trying to get through the first game.
Are the Russians going to be helping?
Oh,
As you should.
speaking of Death Stranding 2,
Promised to lend
uh,
us
do
their
you-
communications satellite.
do you know about the whole thing where people were using Norman Reedus from Death Stranding 2 to bypass like the YouTube or like the
Oh yeah.
Lights, so that you and I can talk to each other.
Also, this is I think a poster that was changed.
That's it.
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders.
'Cause
Probably.
There was a defection in September.
But yeah, that shit was funny.
Do you remember it?
You mean the two NSA
God, this game is so
soldiers
fucking
went over to the
pretty.
Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly.
The fact
that
we're getting a Metal Gear movie, but it's been in development hell for years.
I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Vulcan's ranks.
Because how do you make a movie out of Metal Gear when Metal Gear is already a movie?
To provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Multiple movies. Metal Gear Solid 4 specifically is 9 hours long. I want to say, or 9 hours of cutscenes and 9 hours of gameplay.
Control. Unidentified aircraft
It is
detected,
quite-
altitude 30,000 feet.
Quite beefy.
Yeah, to say the least.
Well,
It's fast.
yeah.
Estimated airspeed.
Also, the fact we're getting a Silent Hill 1 remake.
I'm about to lose it.
Yay!
And it's
That's
dumb-
my favorite one to casually play.
It's also being done by Bloober Team, your quote-unquote favorite studio. Yay!
Yay! I'm not saying they can't make good games because I hear Silent Hill 2's remake is amazing.
Also, apparently,
I hate them. It's the same hate I have for David Cage. David Cage made a game that is pretty good. I think Detroit Become Human is
dog shit.
really fun
Oh,
some of the
correct.
time.
Also, but apparently Chronos the New Dawn, their new survival horror game, apparently that one's very good as well. So I'm guessing they learned their lesson about their storytelling, and it's like, okay, we actually know how to write horror game
Or
stories
they
now.
fired,
the writer? Yeah.
or
either
they
way.
fired whoever made the medium.
Oh, I'm hoping they fucking...
I'll have to compare whoever wrote.
It'll be-
Whoever wrote the medium is insane and should not work on video games.
Dude, it would be so fucking
That
funny.
is quite the.
It would be so fucking funny when they were working on Silent Hill 2 remake, and that person was fired, and then all of a sudden, their games were good now. It would be so fucking funny if that's the case. Like the moment they fired that writer, all of a sudden they get banger after banger. Like that would be so fucking funny.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Yeah.
Glad to see you landed safely.
I don't know. If the games are good, I am happy. And if they are
Let's go over your mission objective.
bad, then I'll be like, aha, another blooper team blunder.
Find out what's
And then I will be happy,
Here's the thing with
as I can then make fun of them more.
Luckily, Silent Hill 1, I think people will give a lot more leeway, because I remember when we were talking about it a while back, you said, like, Harry basically had, like, no personality other than just, oh, have you seen my daughter? I need to find my daughter.
Have you seen my daughter? Bang, 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 bang. Have you seen my
Yeah.
daughter?
Yeah, they'll definitely give Silent Hill 1 a lot more leeway.
What's it to us if the
Personality in 3, though, because you find notes that he left behind. And that's how he has a personality in the later games, is it's retroactive personality.
Yeah.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my code name. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I
But yeah.
But yeah,
I picked the wrong
1 is pretty fun. It's my favorite one to actively go back and play constantly, because it takes like 2 hours to beat. It's the Resident Evil of Silent Hill. It's kind of plot light, minus a handful of cutscenes,
Also,
and it's really fun to just flick through.
since we're on the topic of Silent Hill, what do you think of Silent Hill F?
I saw some of the combat, I saw the hit stun, and I'm like, oh, this feels like an action game.
I get it.
Apparently people managed
And
to
then
get, apparently some people managed to get a hold of it and say that it's actually probably good. Like, apparently it's actually really good. But I'm taking that with a grain of salt, because we never know if those are paid actors.
I was gonna say, I'll see how it is when the game is actually finished.
Yeah, because here's the thing with a lot of press builds. A lot of the press builds are builds like from months earlier, if not a year or 2 years earlier. So that's why I take it with a grain of salt, because it's usually never of the final product. The thing is, though, the reason I have my doubts on that is because the game comes out this month, and not just this month. I think like in a few weeks.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use.
So Silent Hill F is almost here.
You know, let's just use
I see.
0, like we've been doing
Look,
all
the
along.
thing is, though, the reason I have faith in that game is because you want to know who's writing it?
Start over from square one.
Hmm.
You
Oh,
know,
that's right.
Higurashi author.
Yeah, the person that I can't remember the name of, but I
Yeah,
know exists
Ryukishi
constantly.
07,
Forgot
yeah.
the paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Yeah, the
Is
25th.
this her last chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her
Like,
medical
literally
license
3
revoked.
weeks
It's more
in
or
one
less the
day.
Same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be
But yeah,
receiving
apparently it's gonna be
radiation
really
pressure as
fucked up
well,
because it takes place like in
so
1960s Japan,
that frequency
and
is the
it deals with like themes like of sexism and abuse and shit. So yeah, it's gonna be dark.
And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. He'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
I see.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Oh,
Adam, your KGB contact, is
I-
waiting for you at the
I hope it's
abandoned
good.
factory up ahead.
I'm very negative about new horror games, yet
Yes,
I do
meet up
hope
with
that they're
Adam
good.
first. He's cleared the way
Speaking
for
of
you.
horror,
because horror is kind of
How long
Speaking
has
of
that
horror,
guy
RE8
seen him?
looks
You'll
fucking
know once
amazing
you
because it's
reach
being
the
directed
factory.
by the dude that did
All areas
RE7.
polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The
I
password
assume you
is-
mean RE9.
Who are the
Yeah,
people?
RE9. Yeah, it's directed by the dude that did
Okay,
RE7.
yeah.
Which, if that's the
Okay.
case,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Been equipped with a
I beat
45.
RE7 yesterday, 2 days ago. I want to get the speedrunning trophy. I beat it in under 4 hours.
Oh, I think I saw you playing it on the PSN because I was playing Lost Soulside last night, and I
Yeah,
saw you playing it.
yeah. I've been streaming on my own time every now and then, as well as that kind of solo streams of. I'm playing Silent Hill. I might as well just yap about Silent Hill, or not Silent Hill, Resident Evil,
Yeah, now
while
you're-
I play Silent Hill.
Now
Or
we're-
my brain is blanking. I cannot. I am really bad at multitasking. I'm trying to play Metal Gear while talking about Silent Hill, and then my brain shuts off mid conversation because I'm trying to not get caught.
Yeah,
I have to just close the game and focus on talking.
yeah, and now, and ironically enough, you're on a stream talking about a stream about us yapping about how much we love Metal Gear and Konami related stuff. Ironically enough.
Yeah. So I'm gonna close the game so I can focus on talking about video games instead of trying to play video games while talking about video games while also watching video games be played.
You're talking about video games we love, and too much to talk about that we love.
Yeah, while I have a stream open of you playing Metal Gear on top of me playing Metal Gear on top of talking about Silent Hill and Resident Evil.
Funnily enough, I remember on stream. I remember I was watching someone's live stream. I was doing something similar where my dumbass thought it would be a good idea to play through FF7 OG on my Switch while also playing FF7 Remake on my PS4. While watching a dude playing FF7
at the same time.
That's what I was. I
mean,
tried to do that.
I've done that before where I'll put on like a Final Fantasy Unions video about like super bosses while I play Final Fantasy 7 OG on my Switch while I play Final Fantasy 3 on my PS4. Not like at the same exact time. Well, the video's at the same time, but yeah. Final Fantasy is pretty good, by the way. I beat 3 like last week.
Yeah, I need to play through the OG games, but I know if I try to get to them, it'll be like a whole slog because the early games weren't really that story heavy until like 4.
They are not. 1 is my favorite of the OGs. I love 1 so much. I played it on the Game Boy Advance with Dawn of Souls way back in the day. Not having a world map is horrific because the screen is so zoomed in, you don't know where you're going. You just kind of wander around until the next beat of the plot happens. It's very confusing. But also the game's 10 hours long, so...
Yeah, it's not a long RPG because it's one of the first RPGs, so it's not that long.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, the first 3, I think. I haven't beaten 4, or 5, or 6, so I can't tell for them. But the first 3 are like... They're like 10, 12-hour long games. They're not long.
God, these cutscenes look so much more brutal thanks to the new sound effects. Holy.
There's nothing for you here.
That and
Her
because
sneaking suit is so cool.
Go home.
that and because I think the low frame rate helps a lot too because, you know, movies always have like 24 FPS. It emphasizes the impacts a lot more. Although this is an animation definitely stolen from 3 base because it looks super jittery.
Oh, her shooting the Patriot at the
Yeah, it's super jittery.
all of your supplies.
You'd better hurry.
Yeah. I wonder what happens to that horse after this point.
Oh yeah,
I don't think you see it ever again.
that horse is an MGS5 and it dies because it was being ridden by Volgan.
You ought to be able to run that far.
Oh.
Yeah,
Man on fire.
yeah, the man on apparently, and not only that, it died because the right side, the side of it that was facing the explosion, was burnt to a crisp.
I'm loyal to the end.
So yeah,
Did
that's
you know that the Man on Fire is in this game?
a Volgan. Yeah,
What's it going to be? Loyalty
Well, no, I
to
mean like the Man on Fire.
yeah, in 5. Yeah, I knew that was him because his outfit looked familiar.
your duty to your
No, I mean literally they took the model from 5 and put it in this game.
Oh shit, really?
I don't know how you trigger it, but there's like a nightmare flashback you can see with Volgan with bullets in his face.
But sooner or later you'll have to choose.
I don't know where I saw it though. I guess it could have also been like
I
a
don't expect you to forgive.
someone lying on the internet kind of, hey look, I took this screenshot of a secret that I found.
Oh,
But I saw an image of this game with Volgan with bullets in the side of his face being like, I'm not dead yet.
speaking of which, I
And it's
saw
like-
a fan-made video of what if they had like a secret ending that hinted at MGS5, where someone modified the ending cutscene of Snake posing at the grave or like saluting, and it showed like music from like it would have like the man who sold the world like glitching into the cutscene, and then it showed like flashbacks of 5, and it just showed like
I think it would be
and it had like Ocelot talking about how you're the boss's clone, and that apparently
Yeah,
the
I think that
concept
it would be better
was
though if it was.
the co-
Hmm?
that the concept of it like showed like Ishmael finally getting all the memories back of like Snake's and achievements.
Yeah, I think it would be better if they did it with Nicola on Bart, because that's the song that they use for the beginning of Ground Zeroes. And it could be like a lead into that, and you would still get the
Just look at that,
impact
Indiana.
while still
You can't
saving
let the
or
past
still
define
leaving
you.
Man
You
Who
won't
Sold the
survive
World
long.
for.
God,
I don't know.
I love that cover. Not only that,
It's hard to.
the fact it's a cover too just goes to show like the foreshadowing for MGS5. God,
Go home.
I'm hoping someday as like a final thank you to the fans, Kojima strikes a deal with Konami to make a like a quote unquote director's cut of MGS5, and then properly like add in the stuff he wanted to before finally
This
putting
is
away the
Snake.
series.
Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
Was
Yeah,
ambushed by the boss.
maybe even add in the final like
Drones
3
were
or
shot
4
down.
missions that were
It's
cut.
up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Not only that, they
No.
It's
But what was
not,
the
not only
boss doing
that,
here in the
I
first
doubt they're gonna
place?
get Kiefer
They've gotta
Sutherland
go
back
meet
because that
somewhere.
fucker's expensive.
The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't
Yeah.
exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my
So he'd
gun.
probably have.
The boss
Well, here's
destroyed it.
Snake,
here's the
I
thing.
know how you're
What
feeling.
you do is you take Kiefer Sutherland's old
A
lines
legendary hero like the boss would go after
and
Russia.
you modify the plot and you replace Ishmael's lines
That's
with
how it is, and if you don't accept it,
David Hayter.
you'll never be able to
Yeah,
That's not the problem.
And then you just have David Hayter voice the rest of the game because then it's like all the symbolism. They're now the same person, and he's accepted his fate as being Big Boss, so he
We were
stops
together
using his
for
own
2
voice, and now
years.
he's
Yeah.
fully
Tell me she's with
Big
you.
Boss's ghost.
and if they want to add in a couple lines for all the time Snake talks or should talk.
You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance
Yeah.
of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't lose.
Because Kojima finally confirmed the game was rushed, even though we kind of already knew that. The reason I say he finally confirmed it because
Don't
there was
say.
the reason I say he finally confirmed it because there was some fans like swearing the game was made intentional like that, when in reality they were delusional, and they were like
You
swearing.
mean the game that literally has like a mission or two that have been cut from the game and are a half completed 70% cutscene on the disc that you get with the special edition that shows missions and concept art for the final mission that didn't happen or come out, with broken sound effects, no ambient noise or gunfire sounds, and unfinished models. You've probably seen that cutscene, right? Where
Yeah,
it,
I seen it.
Eli grows up and gets the vocal cord parasites, and then Psycho Mantis saves him, and the game's like 70% of the way there, but it looks rough.
Yeah.
You know what we should do to finish off the Res for Metal Gear Marathon?
What?
Metal Gear Survive.
No, fuck off.
I bought it used for $1 a few years ago,
How the fuck did you get it used for
so I
$1?
have it.
Never mind. It's fucking Metal Gear Survive. Of course you'd get it used for $1.
I also live in the middle of nowhere with local mom and pop places selling new used games for like $30. I bought Monster Hunter like a week after it came out for $35.
Oh my.
Sometimes you support your local business, and that local business is like, we don't know what video games are. This isn't gonna sell to a bunch of Midwesterners.
Unless your
Buy
name
it for
is
cheap.
unless your name is Doc, who has a really big obsession with this franchise, and yeah, and you don't know what it is, so you just assume it's just a dude.
Yeah, let me cop up the re-release of Wonderful 101 for the Switch for $40 when it came out last week. As I say as I giddily can't hold back my excitement that Wonderful 101 is on Switch.
Speaking of Wonderful 101, dude, in just one more month, and Ninja Gaiden 4 comes out.
Yeah. I need to beat those games. Like, really, I'm just stubborn, and if I don't get Master Ninja, I replay the level, and it's horrific. Because I
See-
want to get Master Ninja on all the levels.
You see, I'm not stubborn because I don't hate myself, and
Well, you see, I've already mentioned that I don't kill any of the bosses on extreme difficulty in this game. So you can tell that I am stubborn.
you hate yourself, but that's not here or there.
Yes. Like, I won't save more than 2 times, or I won't save more than 3 times in any of the classic Metal or Resident Evil games because that lowers your rank. Because
Wait.
there's 300 available points to get the best rank, and you need to hit 270 of them. And if you save more than 3 times, those points go down. And if you use a first aid spray, those points go down. And if you don't beat the game in under 2.5 hours, those points go down. And I need to get that A rank so I can get the Regina costume for Gil in RE3 original.
Which I'm hoping if I ever get, because here's the thing. For now, I'm sort of doing MGS. I'm already did my marathon. I'm waiting for the Master Collection Volume 2 to come out, and I can continue it. I'm only really doing Delta because, like, oh, the remake's out, time to play it, because that's the reason I replayed MGS3 on stream for. I'm hoping to get back on the Resi Marathon with the RE4 remake, which, oh man, I love.
Where did you stop in the RE4 remake?
What?
Where did you stop in RE4?
Like the castle. I think I was. I think I'm close to the end of it. I'm at the
There's-
point where I meet the
I would say
bugs.
The Novista doors.
Yep, those fuckers.
I think they're pretty neat and also hate them at the same time.
Let go of me.
Can you still do the backwards trip into hold up?
I don't know how to do that.
Normally you would walk backwards, tap circle, and then hold down R1 and square to go straight into the hold up. That's how you get the most items out of people.
Oh, like the what was it?
And
Like,
like
the
the
wiggle?
only reliable way to get life meds.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
But if
oh,
you grab them from behind and you toss them on the ground to wiggle and you shoot near them, they can drop 3 items.
I think they did keep it. I never tried it. I just know I think they did keep it.
Yeah, that's how you can get life meds reliably, because it's always based on you shoot someone, you get their first item, and it's usually low quality, who cares? Hold them up, or shake them down when they're, like, unconscious and they drop 2 items, and the second one is usually better than the first. But if you hold them up while they're on the ground, which is the easiest way to do it, you can get 3 items, and the third item is almost always, like, life meds.
I think one thing they added was I don't know if they added it in this. I think if you have a gun, you can use the person as like a body shield. I think that's a new thing in the remake.
You could kind of do that. You could kind of do that in the PS2, but not in the HD remasters because there's no PS2 button touch sensitivity. Because in the original, everything was bound to the circle button, and it was dependent on how light or hard you pressed it. So if you held it down lightly, you could move around with someone, but you could only move backwards.
Oh yeah, the
could use them
pressure
as a shield.
sensitive bullshit. Yeah, I remember you talking about. I know what you're talking about. I hate
Yeah.
that because I don't think they fixed that in the HD collection. I think they kept it in, and it was so
No.
annoying.
They did it. They changed the pressure sensitivity for 2 because the coolant was pressure sensitive, so they changed that to the stick, and however much you pulled or pushed forward on the right stick,
Oh.
you could do that. But 3 has a 3D camera movement and not fixed camera angle, so you can't really do that because then you would just be moving the camera.
Yeah.
But they kind of fixed it with adding like slit throat is now on like R3 or L3, I think, and then no, interrogate is on L3, slit throat is on R3, choke is on circle, and I think triangle is something else.
Well, as
So
you,
they moved the buttons around, but it's a little harder to use.
they
But I
al-
much prefer it that way than the original because you can easily accidentally slit your throat of an enemy if you hold down the circle button a little too tight.
yeah. They also they changed the control scheme again in Delta for this game, where what they did is that instead of like square or circle, you got to hold R2 now, and R2 will be like a grab, and then if you hold it down fully, or you get, and if you hold it down, you essentially get like to hold them up and for an interrogation. Like L3 is like interrogate. I think square was slit their throat. I think what I just saw. And then like if you move the stick plus R2, you could throw them. And if you press R2 again while you're still grabbing them, you choke them. So they made it much more simpler than it needed than the original game. So it's not nearly as complicated.
Yeah, I like it though. There was so much complexities. Like I didn't know you could choke someone into walking backwards and throwing them to do like a quick like kick out their legs and toss them on the ground, where you can then hold them up and they'll stay there forever. And you can because normally when you hold someone up, they try to go for their gun, but if you throw them on the ground and you hold them up, they'll stay there until someone finds them.
Because then they're gonna realize,
And
oh
then-
shit, the guy's gone.
Yeah, and then you can shoot next to him, and you still get the same hold-up animation, except you get more items, I think. Which is really useful, because if you didn't know, the Ocelot unit have better items than normal. But they can't be held up, so... But you could get the Ocelot quality items from regular guys if you held them up. And they have, like, batteries and stuff, and... So cool. There's a bunch of cool things that you can do.
Also, some animations are slower, mainly because of the, better animation quality. Like, for example, I think this animation was literally just Snake tiptoeing slightly. Well, here they actually show him, like, actually trying to balance. So there are some quality of life animation updates to make things look more natural. Because as you know, Kojima is a man of detail, and I'm pretty sure they wanted to carry that across in the remake.
Snake is pretty stiff in the original.
Not only that, there are
But-
some cutscenes where they added motion capture to them. For example, in the beginning of the game when you're getting your backpack, they added a motion capture animation of like Snake looking around real quick before he goes to like the other side of the tree to call Zero, which is a pretty neat detail.
Yeah, in the original, mostly because I just saw that cutscene, it's just the normal running animation and crouching animation that it's used. It's the AK. I love the directional mic. It's so useless.
I never fucking used it in any of my playthroughs. I tried to use it once and I never could get it to work right, so I just said fuck this and I just ditched it.
It's useful for the end because you can hear him breathing. So you
And-
just kind of scan all the mountain range tops, and you can hear him through walls that way.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the only real reason to use the damn things.
Yeah, you can use it in 2. You get it in 2, and you can use it to hear Johnny talk to Emma. But that's like the only reason you would use it in 2. In 3, you use it for the end, and that's about it. I think it's even in 4, and it's just as useless in 4 because 4 has a radar that you can use. But even then, even if you want to fight the end or find the end, you can always cheat by pressing in the Konami code into the map menu, and it will just show you where the end is. Provided he's on the map, I guess. If it doesn't show anything, then
Cut the engine.
he's not there, but...
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were
I still don't know how Eva got here before Ocelot did.
Well, I mean, she has that bike, so...
Who are the Patriots?
Yeah, but how did she get intel that Snake was going to be here to beat Ocelot?
Answer me.
Remember they said didn't they say they had 2 code breakers that were here, so they knew about them. I'm guessing
Trapped.
they must have told her Snake was coming.
Get down!
So,
Yeah, but obviously she isn't the correct codebreaker, because then why would Ocelot still stay undercover the entire game up until the very end? And you find out that he's the second codebreaker.
I'm guessing they told them they didn't tell each other's identities for the sake of like making it more believable. That way, in case, because if they did know, then there was probably a likelihood they would snitch, which they didn't want to happen, so they
also-
just kept it hidden.
Also, Eva isn't even the American codebreaker. She's the Chinese codebreaker.
So that means the real Ava's dead.
Who knows? Because at the
Whereas-
end of the game, Eva sleeps with Snake, and then she steals the Philosopher's Legacy from Snake. And then you realize that Snake didn't have the Philosopher's Legacy. That was a fake.
she
It
also
was, in fact, Ocelot has the real one.
yeah, and Ava had the fake, and then cutscene where Snake's
And then
autism
also
comes
the
in.
other- Hell yeah.
The name's Eva.
For the sake of YouTube, I'm not gonna stare too much.
That's what I did when I streamed it, is I'm like, I'm gonna show people that you can do this, and then I'll mash it, like, very briefly. To be like, yes, look, you can do this, and then I don't do that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I fully believe Kojima's very horny, and he
This wasn't
toned it down a lot by the time of MGS5.
What's your
Actually,
current
no, that's a lie. Quiet exists. I was
Snake.
Yeah,
Snake, huh?
Quiet's really cool. I like her. I don't like her outfit, though.
Fun
although
fact-
it makes sense
fun fact.
plot-wise.
her-
But as soon as I unlock the Sniper Wolf outfit, I throw that on her forever.
Fun fact, her actor worked in another game, and I have that game. It's called Wanted Dead, and it's so fun. It's 7 out of 10 schlocky fun, and I love it.
I think I also have that same game. I think I bought it on PC for dirt cheap, and I was like, yes, this is a fun time
Colonel
killer.
Logan is a very
And I didn't play it more than a few hours.
Adam wasn't the right person for this
Well, I
mission.
mean, you could probably beat it in a few hours because it's very short.
Yes.
Probably. I bought a bunch of those kind of,
Do things
I don't know what I'm going to do today, or I'm waiting for my friend. I'm just going to throw this on and play it for like an hour.
For the
Like Katamari, Wanted Dead.
4 years ago,
Uh,
I went to the Soviet-
There's a... What is
See?
it called?
Since we're talking about Metal Gear,
No Room in... No.
no more room in hell, or no more.
No,
Heroes?
it's... Killer is Dead?
Killer is Dead is the Suda 51 game.
Dude, yeah. Killer is Dead, that it is. I was going to say No Room in Hell, but that's like a free-to-play zombie game, I think.
Yeah, it is.
And it isn't that.
Which
It was some hack and slash game that I remember that was pretty good.
Yeah, which, oh man, I'm really hoping they do something with Guy Savage. Oh, actually, Guy Savage. I'm really hoping that's just for a teaser for a Castlevania game, and they're working Guy Savage into a Castlevania game. We need a new one because they said they're working on one with a third-party studio. It's the case, which, oh yeah, it's just like a Metal Gear and military shit. Apparently, Paramount's trying to get the rights to make a Call of Duty film, which is like, what took them so fucking long, considering.
Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
Here's
I
the
want
thing.
my new Castlevania game.
Speaking of military movies, I wonder why they're even trying to make a Metal Gear movie. It works way better as a series because there's so much shit they need to
Because-
cover.
I don't know. I'm not a huge movie watcher to begin with, so even if it did come out to be a movie, which is weird, I'm not a movie watcher yet. I love Metal Gear.
That's because Metal Gear actually is entertaining. It's the entertaining kind of movie while still giving an amazing story. I say it should be a series is because, well, considering the environments that we're taking place in and we're dealing with, it feels much better as a series because, well, yeah. Not only that, it's not that over the top. The only really over the top section in this game is literally the Shagahad fight, and that's pretty much it.
But I think the enemies themselves, like the bosses, are pretty over the top. But yeah,
Like
it's mostly very down to earth,
yeah, Ocelot's
trucking
the
it
normal
through
one.
the. Yeah. Even then, by this game, he's already a triple agent, so he's as normal as a triple agent can get.
Yeah.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle. joint
Also,
to
yeah,
carry
it's the
out
first
lasers.
way you can find out that she is, in fact, actually the Chinese codebreaker, not the American one.
Oh
She's
yeah,
using a Chinese weapon with Chinese shooting methods.
it's foreshadowing. Chinese shooting methods, aka she gangstified it.
It's imitation.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a Chinese Type 17.
I mean, it makes sense. If you have very vertical recoil, you might as well shoot it sideways so you can sweep.
I think the reason we didn't believe it at first, and and we didn't believe it at first, is because of the fact it's like she says, "Oh, there's an armory nearby from like munitions from like high up, like generals, for example." That's probably why she was able to. It was understandable how she got it. So
Yeah, and then you also find like 5 more of those possible areas that she could have gotten it like immediately after this.
yeah,
So it's like, oh, maybe she got it from this area because there's going to be one of those munition spots in like 6 maps from now,
Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American made.
right before the Ocelot fight. We get an
Yeah.
AK if you didn't grab it here.
and it's also likely because like after World War II, it's probably also likely it's like
World was within it too.
yeah. Also, I love
Ethan, wow.
Snake's autism in this gun with this gun right now. The feeding gram is
Yeah.
forged to a mere sheen. The slide's been reinforced. The interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. The long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger has been filed down for a higher grip. And not only just that, every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. God, I fully believe this man has autism. There's no fucking way he would know all that normally. Which, apparently I looked up why he freaked out and I did some research. The reason he freaks out so much for this gun is because at this time, with the current inflation rate in the 60s, this shit would have been like $1,500, which is a lot for back then.
$1,500
I grabbed it from
with
the
adjusted
munitions
inflation
store.
or with
Probably
that
used
current
to
money
afford
in
the
that
guns.
time
There
period.
are more-
Current inflation, but
I was gonna say $1,500 in 1960s money is like $3,000,
yeah. Although the
maybe
numbers,
even like 5.
although numbers were a bit smudged because I was hearing like some say it was like, oh, some people were like saying like, oh, it'll be $1,500, and then there was like, another guy's like, no, it'll be like $3,000. Some say, well, it'll be $4,000. That's the range that I've discovered. But even then, like apparently it was like modifying a gun to this extent. Even a gun nut would not dare because it's way too much money just for a 1911, by the way.
That came from.
So yeah, it would have been
I
way
mean, I like
too
guns
much.
a lot, and a
You
a
have this
1911 would be my first pick, but yeah, that shit's expensive.
Yeah.
Also, my gut nut of wanting older weapons comes
disguise to make it look
entirely from Metal Gear and Resident Evil.
Yes.
There's something about old school guns that are just so simple but cool. Like
Yes.
for
Yeah,
example,
like the 1911, it's metal and it works. Revolvers, they just work. They're dangerous. You don't want to
chain fire.
catch your fingers in the fire. Yeah,
You might be able to sneak in.
shit's cool though. Oh, my TV is loud.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear.
Yeah, this is the game that made me want to get a single action army because
You'll come to a
shit's
hub
rad.
for shipping materials.
Yeah.
6 shots is more than enough to kill anything that moves.
In a large crevice.
Yeah.
Descend into
Or
the
as
area
Dirty
in
Harry would like to put it,
Move through
the most
cave
powerful
and you'll
handgun in the
land
world.
swamp.
it will blow your head
After
clean
the
off.
swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse.
Fun
and
fact,
you'll
we almost
find
got a Dirty
cell
Harry game, but it was canceled.
Got it.
Oh,
And just what
We
do
almost
you
did, but it
know?
got canceled. Which,
In close
It's
range
sad.
combat, a knife can
how would you
sometimes
even
be
do
more
a Dirty
useful
Harry
than a
game
gun.
anyways?
By
Like,
doing
how?
this, I'll be able to
You could
hold
just
a
give him an
knife
infinite
at
ammo
the same time,
revolver
but
that
still
does
keep the
dog
gun
shit damage because of
steady.
balancing reasons.
That way, I can instantly switch between
I
a
would
gun
say
and a knife
do it
fight.
like wet.
Max,
Have it be hyper action focused and hyper aggressive
Right,
combat
let's get
with
going.
powerful weapons, but you mess up once and
Now.
you're dead.
what about Max Payne? That's more along the
Why don't you take a
lines.
little rest?
Yeah, I guess that's. I don't know why I went straight to wet. Probably just because super moves, and Max Payne doesn't really have a super move.
Yeah, but Max Payne's a little bit more grounded in reality. A little bit.
Yeah,
There's still an hour before dawn. It's
Max-
dangerous to be out in the jungle
I love
with
Max
cover
Payne.
going.
I went through the entire Remedy catalog recently.
I can't be gone.
Speaking of Max Payne, did you
Because
know
I-
they're remaking the first two? Remedy themselves?
Yeah. Yeah, because technically Rockstar still
I'll
owns
keep you updated over the radio.
Max Payne, yeah.
That's it.
3.
My
But
orders are
also
to provide
because
you with
did you know that
information.
Max Payne is
Nothing
actually a
more.
book in its own universe?
Yeah.
So what happened is Alan Wake writes Max Payne. Max Payne becomes real. Max Payne or Alan Wake writes Alan Wake. And then Control
I'll
is
stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and
The SCP Foundation of the Remedyverse.
yeah, they try to figure out what the hell's going on with the Alan Wake being able to write things into existence.
Speaking of Remedy, I am shocked Kojima and Remedy never worked on a game together. They feel like they'd be a match made in heaven for the weirdest game imaginable.
Yeah.
Because you got Sam Lake, one of the most crackhead game writers of, or he's basically a Finnish Kojima. And then we got actual Kojima, who is a fucking crackhead. Like, I'm surprised those two never smoked a joint and then passed ideas together.
I swear that I've seen a picture of them just hanging out together before.
Because they're so similar.
Know you
Like,
well
they're
enough to
both
trust you.
weirdly similar people, except one of them is actually famous, and the other is just sort of still a bit underground, but still well loved.
Trust anybody.
Sam Lake is so cool with the games that he's made. Alan
Also-
Wake is an amazing game. You
He
should
also-
stream at some point.
He also has a sense of humor as well, because I think for the promotion of Alan Wake 2, or Alan Wake Remastered, he got like the what are those cup things in Alan Wake? Like the little coffee cup things?
Thermoses.
Yeah, thermoses. He went out of his way to promote one of the thermoses in the cups by like going to one of the lakes at the coldest time of the year, and it was like, oh yeah, go when you buy when you go buy Alan Wake 2, buy our mugs. We sell them on our website. And then he jumps into the lake and then drinks out of the thermos.
I thought you were going to talk about the fact that he's himself in universe in
Alan Wake
he's
2.
in Alan Wake.
Yeah, Alan Wake 2 specifically.
Well, I think he's also in the first one.
No, he's not. He's only in the second.
No,
That
is he not? I thought he was in the interview. So in Alan Wake, there's a flashback sequence where he's then watching an interview that he did the previous week of him
You should get some sleep.
doing a book tour for his new book, Alex Casey, which is Max Payne. And I thought Alan or Sam Lake was in the chair next to him doing his like shit-eating grin that he does,
You may also recover naturally from sickness
that he's
and
doing on the Max Payne model
when
as
you're
well.
tired or hurt, the best thing to do is
And he's
get
just
some sleep.
sitting next to Alan Wake in the interview on TV.
Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong. Honestly, very likely wrong, but I thought he was in the Alan Wake interview. Oh yeah, once you put on blackface, you should call Sigint. He has a special
Wait,
thing he can
he
say.
has a thing for blackface?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's mostly,
no.
I think Sigint just says your face is black, and then Snake is dead silent, and then Sigint is dead silent, and then they hang up.
Oh, he's just like, I see how it is. The fucked up thing is, considering it's the 60s. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think. Oh, I think this part was modified because I think the eyelid in the original was bigger, or he had his eyes fully open.
What's the matter?
We're surrounded. I see 4 of them.
If you have some flash grenades, by the way, you can hide underneath the bed, and when they throw in their flash grenades, you can throw out 2 stuns of your own and knock out 4 of them at once.
It's the Ocelot unit.
That's what I always used to do.
Hurry.
Because then you only have the guy on the roof, the guy on the east side, the guy on the west side, and
Here, give me a hand.
I think that's everyone. Because there should be, what, 8 people here? I forget.
We can use this to get to the basement. Damn it, Ocelot. I'll get past them on my bike. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll keep them busy.
Don't go
Also,
down there.
I also like how Ava, since the beginning, is very obviously trying to seduce Snake.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind eating you, Snake. And then he's like, oh, I'm scared.
All right. The way I usually do it is I just hide under the fucking thing. This is the
Yeah.
way I usually
I always
do
hide
it.
underneath.
This thing, and I just
Fair.
fuck.
That's a good one. But
The bed is faster.
I usually do. I was gonna say I do the bed because you can get an ambush. Because if you hide underneath there, then they split up. But if you do the flashbang trick, and if you throw flashbangs back at them when they're throwing them at you, you can get rid of 3 or 4 of them at once, and they won't then spread out over the map later. And everyone
Yeah.
else you can shoot from behind cover. Like the guy that's waiting to ambush you on the far west side of the map. He's just chilling there. But you can shoot him through the brick wall because there's a hole in it.
Yeah, I just like a challenge.
Fair. I'm used to speedrunning, so I like to do it as efficiently as possible.
Yeah, you're all about efficiency. I'm all about taking my time.
But yeah, it's efficiency due to the fact that having played this game for you know, 2 decades now, give or take.
That, and like I said, the motor control. Oh! Never mind. I didn't see that. I got fucking owned. All right, where's the other dude? I know he was here. Where is he? All right, now that I'm going in loud. This is one of the main concerns I remember I had with this game, is that because of the way the third-person shooting works, it's like a modern shooter, you could pretty much just run and gun. I think that was the main problem people had, because that was detract from the stealth. But because of the benefits of being a remake, they got the chance to rebalance a lot of the stuff. So they got a chance to fix it. Speaking of which, they're working on Metal Gear Online 2. They were going to release it alongside Delta, but they didn't because it was not done yet. Because it's a remake.
Fair. I'd
Yeah.
rather it be completed.
Yeah, it's a remake of a multiplayer mode that I don't think a lot of people played.
No, I played a lot of Metal Gear. I never played Metal Gear Online due to the fact that I didn't have the Ethernet adapter. Also, I didn't have internet until like 2012.
Yeah,
Or
I didn't.
2010 maybe.
I didn't have internet until like 2 years ago. I'm trying to shoot the gun out of his arms. Piece of shit! You're gonna kill yourself. I'm trying to fuck up his body. Oh, they gave him ragdoll. I forgot they gave him ragdoll.
Ragdoll?
Physics, where if you kill them, their bodies
Yeah.
their bodies just contort.
I didn't know they had Ragdoll. I've only been kind of paying attention to, or vaguely paying attention to how they die.
No, this is a new thing. In
And it's
the
just like,
OG, they didn't have ragdoll because it would have
Yeah,
been too
'cause-
much.
I was going to say, because they had canned animation, so whenever I'm like, I've been paying attention, because they're all I know, all the death animations, because they're canned. they always die in the exact same way. He's gonna hit the ground and he's gonna go like bleh.
Yeah, they look like that
Oh.
in the beginning, but then once the animation's done, they ragdoll. That's essentially what happens.
Okay.
Like it'll play the animation, and then once they're like close to hitting the ground, they go limp and ragdoll.
What is your favorite ragdoll? Like
Game
kinda
game wise,
Like- yeah. Because mine's Hitman Blood Money. Those ragdolls are
I think my personal favorites, it's gonna be a generic choice, is GTA, mainly because of the euphoria physics.
I was
Because
gonna say GTA 4 specifically is also an amazing pick if you were to pick that one.
yeah, that's the one specifically. Because Euphoria was such a fun engine because of the fun, stupid shit that you would do with it. And I'm not a fan of like your body parts just go the wrong way because you died. Like your legs go forward because you shot us in the head. No, I like the GTA 4 ones where it's like way more like realistic, where your limbs are stiff but you still get sent flying.
I like Blood Money just because everyone's like a wet sandbag after they get shot and they become infinitely dense.
This bitch is wearing perfume. Stay where you are. I've had enough of your judo.
Also, that perfume line is alive.
Myself a single action army. That's right. There'll be no accidents.
If you did not know or remember
Oh,
the
yeah.
foreshadowing here.
If I remember, oh yeah, because like he's Adam. Yeah, I remember now. He's like pretending.
Yeah, so he's like, it's perfume, and he's making a show out of it, but in fact he's called Diesel,
Unless you were planning to auction it
and
off
he
for
smells other chemicals that are not.
You know, something a woman would have.
very basic thing.
I'm guessing the first sign is like he smelled something and it's like, oh, it's perfume, but then he took a deeper sniff and it's like, no, that's not perfume, that's diesel. That's what I assumed at first.
See.
Yeah, it should be soon, or maybe it's not soon. Maybe it's when Brandon is in that barrel that happens. I know later it's gonna be like, oh, he smells diesel, and then it's just like he's gonna keep mentioning diesel. Because, you know, gasoline. Or maybe it is just gasoline and not diesel. I don't know why I'm saying diesel. Yeah, fuel.
That thing only carries 6 shots. The Makarov carries 8. You have to get a feel for how many.
I'm still surprised Ocelot was able to live through that even now.
Well, I mean,
Dude
it's
gets-
not that bad.
High class weapon.
Would it hurt like a bitch? Oh
gets-
hell yeah, but it's not that bad. I don't
He
think
gets up. He gets uppercutted with a bike.
This isn't over yet.
Well, I mean, I don't think she was going that fast. She was barely accelerating, so.
She had to get the bike into the air to do a backflip. She had to go fast enough to go
You'll
up.
regret stopping me.
Yeah, but if she killed him now, it would have been a time paradox. So.
Yeah. He has plot armor because he has to make it to the end of time so he can kiss his boyfriend's kid.
Yeah.
And then she does this shit. Oh yeah, I haven't been mentioning it, but I can also tell you where all of like the rarer animals and foods are if you did want to collect every single food item in the game and get the Markor rank. Which I think you get the Markor rank just by eating every single food item.
Yeah, it checks out.
But there's a milk snake and a coral snake in the next area that you can grab. I think it's like one of the only places you can get the coral snake, the poison one.
I remember when this game was getting announced for a remake, people were like thinking that the gameplay was going to be like MGS5 put in MGS3's environments, which obviously would break the game because MGS5 was made a very specific way,
Yeah.
and people were worried it would be
get-
unbalanced, but that's clearly wrong.
Yeah. Because I can imagine you doing like the side rolls and dives would really break this game.
Which there are some MGS5 animations, like for example the running animation, if you don't have your gun equipped, is just the basic run without sprinting from MGS5, just slow
I
down.
saw that, and I'm like, I saw that immediately. I'm like, oh, Fox Engine.
Yeah. They probably
That's
did
probably
take
just the canned animation for the Fox Engine.
Yeah, they definitely just took the basic run speed from that and then just ported it over and slowed it down to make it more fair, so to speak.
Did you grab the Ducky camo, by the way?
No, unfortunately.
It's in this area right here.
I need to find it. I'm just curious.
It's
Oh,
in the shallow
fuck.
water on the north end of the map.
Fuck. I need to get this thing off me. There we go. Oh yeah, isn't there an
Have you ever
achievement?
done a leech?
No, I've never done a leech run. I was about to say that actually, if you know about that.
Yeah, I've done a leech run before. Man, does it get annoying, but it is kind of fun. Mostly because I like the eating mechanic in this game and catching all my food, but if you play it quick enough, you think you eat like 6 food items in the entire game. And like 4 of them are the arowana or crocodile because they heal the most and they're plentiful.
Let's see if this is even still here, because I'm playing this on normal, so we don't know yet. Oh my god, I was about to say there's a leech on his fucking nuts. No. Oh my god, that was close. Oh. Look how close that is. It's super close. Oh no.
It could be worse. Could be on it. So glad for Snake that it isn't. I can just imagine.
Well, I mean, either way, it's not like he needs those nuts. He's sterile, so it doesn't really matter.
I was gonna say they're the size of raisins. He was at Bikini Atoll. Mans is not producing anything down there.
Yeah.
Did you miss me?
You think they would port Peace Walk? You think they're gonna port Portable Ops, but then try to put in Peace Walker's controls
In a matter of
somehow?
speaking.
What about the boss?
No, I hope not.
She's here too.
Portable Ops has better controls than Peace Walker.
Thanks, I will.
No, Portable Ops is like MGS3's control scheme, but for the PSP.
Why would anyone want to defend?
Yeah, but that
Between
means you can
the
move bodies.
combat,
Peace Walker, you
just
can't
to
move
get it.
bodies, and enemies are just stuck where they lie.
Why do
So
you
there
do
is
it?
no
Were you born and raised in
move
America?
bodies out of the way so they don't get caught. It's just now trank everyone in individual missions.
Funnily enough, that's how I played it when I first got the game on the HD collection way back in the day. That's the way I played it, and what I
Not fair.
did
It is
is
the.
I just played it like a third-person shooter, and that's what
Wanna
happened.
change sides.
Then I got stuck.
I mean,
'cause
that's how it's supposed to be played
Try
Then
for
I-
the most part.
and then I
Also,
got,
you can't
the unit.
and then I got
you
stuck.
can't crawl in
Yeah.
either.
Oh, that sucks. And then I got stuck, and I didn't know where to go. So, and I didn't know you were supposed to knock out dudes to develop weapons for you. So I didn't know that. So I ended up just murdering everyone.
That sounds
Because
I thought you were going to talk about the fact that you didn't know you had to play the game after the ending to get the true ending where Paz tries to kill you.
Yeah.
Because you know how you get the real ending? You go to the training grounds and you walk backwards and up some stairs, and there's an antagonist sitting up there ready to shoot his rocket arm and punch out your eyes with his 2 fingers.
Are you lying too?
Who knows?
And then that starts the ending route of.
Like the honest truth. Weren't you?
No. I believe because I have to, even if it is a lie. That's part of my mission.
I'll have to remember that. If you need me, give me a call on the radio. My frequency is
Yeah, it's-
142.52. See ya.
Oh, did you grab the thermal goggles, by the way?
Yeah, I grabbed them. They're on me.
Okay. There is a trap you can find right here. If you're really unlucky, right after Eva calls you, you can walk 2 steps and fall into a pit trap.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I fell for that on my 3DS when I first played it.
Yeah.
I was a dumb kid, and I didn't realize traps were a thing. So what ended up happening is I just ended up falling into one on accident that I didn't know existed.
Yeah. If you go to the opposite side where the ducky camo is, there is another one that isn't a pit trap, but it's one of those spike logs that will hit you in the face.
Where's the ducky?
Okay, so you know where the area you go to get the crocodile outfit by crossing those lines? So look directly right. You see that water there and the island? Just off to the right of that island in the shallow water, there's some item boxes hidden in shallow water. And it's a ducky camo. The ducky camo special ability is that it makes the keratins croak when you're nearby them. You can find those keratins easier. The keratins being the frogs that do the sound effect. And if you get all 64 of them, you get invisibility.
I didn't know you could do this, by the way, the whole, like, hanging off of...
Oh, it took me till my 2nd or 3rd playthrough until I figured out that this existed. This crocodile cap makes the... Oh, if you have the green face paint, it just gives you infinite grip durability, by the way.
Alright, let me see if I do have it.
It's either that or it's the brown one. Green or brown. One gives you infinite breath and one gives you infinite grip.
Alright, hold on. Olive drab.
DMP gives you, I think, enhanced healing speed. Flextran, I think, gives you... I think it's infinite batteries. And then I think the desert one gives you infinite suppressors.
Hold on, before that, I want to do the blackface thing you told me about.
Expert on weapons, equipment, and
Yeah.
technology.
Close.
I am the expert on weapons,
I am the
equipment,
weapons
and cutting-edge
weapons.
technology.
By the way, this is the DARPA chief in one.
Oh yeah, I figured that out.
Yeah, paramedic is Dr. Clark, who makes Gray Fox.
Just send me a message and ask. Later.
Alright, let me call him again. Blackface. Ah, I skipped it on accident. I tuned it wrong on accident.
Oh no.
Hey, Snake, remember back at the abandoned factory when you whittled the grip of that 45 down?
You might have a bunch of miscellaneous dialogue to do. I'm not sure how you do it,
To fit it with a knife.
but he should have random dialogue based on most of your different types of face paints and camos that you wear.
Why would you want to do that?
Sometimes a knife works better in close proximity encounters. So I equip both at the same time. That way I can switch back and forth in an instant.
Badass. So that's that.
CQC.
Sounds like the Cobra unit's members' names came from the specific emotions they each carry into battle.
If you can't get it, I'll just send you the video.
Now I want to watch it live on
For
stream.
unbearable torment, the pain.
True.
For true oblivion, the end. For infinite rage, the fury. For absolute terror, the fear.
You might have to equip a different face camo, call him, and then equip the black one again.
The joy.
It's another name for the boss.
Oh,
Because of
okay.
the joy she feels in battle, I suppose.
Because I know he has a face for,
Sorrow and joy.
there's Kabuki
So there
and
couldn't have
the
been a more perfect pair.
geisha kind of face paints as well.
Alright, let me just unequip this real quick. No paint. And then... Wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong button. God damn it. And then this. I could just hear you clicking buttons right now.
Oh, sorry. I'm finishing up RE2 Leon B, and I'm mashing my way through
Yeah, what about
a
it?
bunch of different items. I'm combining herbs for the final encounter.
I know that feeling.
The barrel and chamber are a little bit thicker too.
I'm about to fight Mr. X
But
in
most
his
valuable,
mutated form.
It's got Chinese characters engraved on both sides of the frame like you saw. And that firing stance Eva was talking about where you hold the gun horizontally, that's a trademark of the Chinese.
Which
Just
we
like
Americans
saying,
stole and call
when
it
you're
gangsta fire
firing in
now.
full auto mode, the muzzle jump effect gives you a
Hell
horizontal
yeah.
strafing motion. They say it's especially deadly in indoor
Appropriation.
close-range mop-up actions. The Japanese called it bandit shooting and used to dread it. Makes you wonder where she learned to shoot like that.
Alright, let's try it now.
You know that army motorcycle that Eva was riding? That's a replica of a German model.
A replica?
Yeah. After World War II, the Soviets confiscated an entire assembly line from a German motorcycle factory, machines and all.
And then they took it back with them and started producing replicas?
Exactly. Originally, that motorcycle was designed to be used with
I want to look up how to do it, but I don't
That
want
means it's got
Metal
enough
Gear
power
Solid
to
3
drag a
blackface
200+
dialogue in my
sidecar
search
around.
history.
I'll do it.
That's
I'm
how she
Hispanic. I can
pulled
get
off
away
all
with
those
it. Hold
crazy
on.
Stunts.
Of course, it takes a lot of skill to be able to control that.
Either that or
much power.
it's one of
That
the
Eva
really
chick is
old
something
hoaxes
else.
from way back in the day that I have always fallen
Nope,
for
it's
after
real. It's
2
real.
decades. Okay, because I remember hearing that way back in the day, and it's like, oh, I believe it. I'm a child. I believe that Sigint will call you out for wearing the blackface.
Oh. No, I think it just tells you that, like, oh, if you wear... Oh, I think it's with the brown face paint. Hold on, let me check. Because if it's with the brown face paint... oh, that's even more fucked up. Oh, I just realized there's an extra hint of racism in there. You want to know the other part that I think is racist as well?
Hmm.
You know how it says the O2 gauge will not diminish?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the green one, I assume it's an oversight, because it's, or like, they didn't mean to, because the green one, the green one is infinite grip, but then the brown one is infinite breath.
Which, I don't think they mean it to be that way, but considering...
Yeah.
that's a bit racist, but also funny.
I see you're wearing the olive drab uniform.
Fuck, so
Olive
close.
Drab, or OD for short, is the standard battle
Soon.
uniform for GIs.
It will eventually
It's a sign.
stop telling you about
Wearing
plot.
black face paint, huh? Painting your face with black paint should give you a high rate of camouflage in dark areas. Pattern clothing, face paint, tactical movements. These are the elements of camouflage that will allow you to deceive your enemy.
They also
To
redid a
camouflage
few
yourself,
lines.
first
Remember
check
how
out
they
your survival
remember how I
mode,
said
then
they
select camouflage
redid
face
his
profile. Make
shit
sure and choose
story
something that'll
nightmare?
match your surroundings. Covering your body is a good
I-
start. If the
yes.
situation calls for a high
They changed the
camo
word
index,
shit to
you go
crap,
apply
which
face paint, then choose a face paint.
understandable. Because here's the thing with Metal Gear, it was never one for like saying like shit or fuck. Like the most they ever went
Yeah.
is like damn, and I'm guessing they were just so the word crap is not that bad.
Yeah,
But this time you're up
that's
against Spetsnaz.
another thing where
Spetsnaz is
the
a
opposite
special
happened
forces
with
unit of GRU, the intelligence wing of the Soviet Defense
Uh,
Ministry General Staff Office. Spetsnaz troops undergo rigorous training in all types of special ops.
what is it?
from assassination and
Resident Evil
demolition
had the
to
inverse, where they
intelligence
use a bunch of like they
That
use
involves
heck
loading
and
bay.
crap, and then you
This
play
unit is
the
one of the best
remakes, and it's
equipped
like
in the entire
the
Soviet
fuck,
Union, if
shit,
not the best.
and
The
Leon
early
is
enemies you
constantly
encountered in the
swearing like
virtuous
holy
mission
shit.
were only carrying weapons like
Hold on.
AKs and grenades. Well, it ain't that simple anymore. In addition to AKs, some of the patrols you'll encounter might be equipped with Scorpion submachine guns and shotguns. The Scorpion is even lighter than the AK, making it much easier to handle.
Speaking of racist jokes, there's a comedian I watched where apparently he went to Africa and
One blast is an
and he was like talking like dudes and they were like making fun of him and shit, like being like Ironically enough, racist. And then he was like, "What are you racist? What are you mad at me for? I'm black. You midnight." And I'm like, "Holy!" I end up dying laughing.
Yeah. Oh, did you find the ducky camo? It should be like right behind you.
I have not gotten it yet, mainly because I forgot about it. Hold on.
It's like right next to you.
Oh, over there.
It just, yeah, that direction. But it's just on the other side of the shallow parts.
Yeah, I see it. I got leeches on me. Ah, fuck. Oh, I think the ducky's on there.
No, it should be in the shallow water. It's on the far right of the map. It's practically touching the far right of the wall. It's in shallow because you have to be able to touch it with your feet while casually walking, and it's on the far right of the map because it's on the right entrance. Because this map has two ways to exit it, and it's on the left and right pathway. And it's on the right pathway you get the duck camo.
Yeah, I'm not the right way. I'm not, I'm at... Yeah, I wasn't facing the right way. I need to go over here.
I think you're in the middle.
No, I'm on the left side.
Because the middle is... Yeah. Left side is the easiest way to get through. Middle is where the alligator is. And then if you drop down on the right side of the alligator...
Oh, God. Also, remember how I said they redid Remember how I said they redid Guy Savage?
Yeah.
There's a reason I said it feels like a Castlevania game. Because, in the original, you already know the original, like, it was like some weird abandoned...
Yeah, it should be over here.
It was like some weird... Oh, did they change it?
Maybe they expanded the map a little bit, so it's a little bit further away from the shore, but it should be in this general area next to these gators. You should be able to just walk and grab it. But it's called Gakko. G-A-K-O.
That's a snake. And you said I should be able to see it with the...
Yeah, because it's in the shallow water, because the gators can bite you. Shallow water, when you kind of trudge through, but you aren't swimming yet. But you could technically swim if you wanted to, if you were to lie down in the waist-high water. Or knee-high water, I guess. It's really hard to explain where it's at when I know most of this just by instinct.
You think they moved it to the bottom?
I guess they could have.
First off, I need to eat.
Worst case scenario, you don't get it. It just shows you, or lets you know that there's a frog collectible in the map that you haven't collected before, and...
What can I say?
Well, I shot one of the little things. That's what I ate. Or shot. Also, I showed off
Do
the
they still have the eating?
The eating what?
The eating cutscenes?
Yeah, they do. For specific animals, as you can tell.
Because in the base game there were two. There was one for the arowana and one for the reticulated python. And that was it, unfortunately. It should just be around the shores. I don't think I'm insane.
You sure?
The more you can't find the duck camo, the more it seems like I am. But I swear, it's in the shallow water on the east side of the map.
Hold on, let me kill the crocs.
I think before I look it up and it changed into an unlockable you just get by beating the game or something.
No, imagine you get it by getting all the duck collectibles. because they added 2 new collectibles, ducks and the frogs. Imagine if it's that fucking thing up there.
What can I say?
Either they gave you a lot of space, or I haven't reached the limit yet.
Pretty tasty.
I think it used to be like 15 animals.
Yeah, it's got to be that thing up there. It has to be, so I got to go back up.
Oh, apparently, if you collect all the ducks, you get a ghillie suit, which is a new camo.
Oh yeah, they added a few new camos as well. Some of them are deluxe edition only, which of course they would. But most of it's...
Apparently, they also give a buff to the Gakko camo, it being one of the best overall camos that isn't the spider camo.
What's the spider camo?
It's the one you get for tranquilizing the fear. It gives you a permanent 80% camo at the cost of basically having the equivalent of 5 leeches on you at once.
Ooh, that's
so
bad.
it's a permanent 5 leeches, so it constantly drains your stamina. But it's 80% camo index no matter what, so you can be sprinting and have 80% camo.
Which sounds busted until it's not.
Yeah, until you run out of stamina, and then it stops working. Because if you don't have stamina, the camo stops working, and you go down to like 0, or maybe it's negative 50.
Yeah, you probably can only use it until, like, obviously, like you said, run out of stamina. I'm guessing the best bet usually is to just use it when you know, like, there's gonna be a lot of enemies, and you just need a way to instantly...
I use it only in Groznygrad when you're running through places, because it's so easy to get caught by some random person who's turning a corner that I would rather waste the stamina and just have them maybe overlook me. Actually, stop right where you're at. I'm gonna go to where it is exactly in the PS2 version. So if you are looking right there, and that's that. If you head straight forward past that little peninsula, and just keep heading straight forward until you hit the far wall. And now I'd say, like, look 20 degrees east, I guess. And then just keep following the wall back a little bit. They might have pushed it back a little bit further. Like, if you look at the map...
Fuck!
You see how there's a bump in the map? It might be in that bump now. Instead of just right in the water that you're looking at, it might be a bit further back.
It's right here.
Oh, yep.
Neato. Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, apparently it's really good overall camo because it doesn't have any bad areas, but it doesn't have any great areas besides probably the desert. The desert might have some good use for it. Yeah, it should make beeping sounds or croaking sounds or maybe even duck sounds, since there's the duck collectible now, whenever you're nearby a collectible.
I want to get that thing that's on the ledge, but it's taking me forever because I need to constantly, like, go back up there and then get it. Which is really...
Did you already get the gator outfit done from up there?
No, I'm trying to get it, but the thing is, it's just a bitch and a half to get because I need to time it.
You could just use the binoculars and see what's in there. Unless it is the gator outfit, in which case, then yeah.
Alright, hold on.
But whenever I see something that's like, is that worth getting? I just grab my binoculars and zoom in on it. And At least in the PS2 version, it will just give you the text of what it is.
Oh, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, unless I'm thinking of Metal Gear Solid 2 where that happens, where if you zoom in on items, it just tells you what it is. You know what? I think it might actually be 2, because 3 has the name of the items on the top of all the boxes. So you'd be able to just look at the top of the box.
Yeah, I still find it funny that Konami's doing their utmost best to try and get back in the fans' good grace from Metal Gear, which they should be doing. Because at least knows they're trying, and they know they're trying to fix their shit. They know this. There's that at least.
Yeah.
Like, they're really
There's so
trying.
many good Konami games, and then it's mired by the
2010's Konami.
horrors.
2015 to 2020 Konami.
Yeah.
Which that was probably arguably their worst years, because that was the same time they kicked off Kojima. You know, one of the last good devs they had. They kicked off Igarashi. They kicked off, I don't know who the fuck else, because I think their 3 was Castlevania, Metal Gear, and Contra. And then they weren't. Then they didn't give a shit about Contra no more, and all they had was Castlevania. They didn't give a shit about Castlevania no more, and then they only care about Metal Gear. And then they kept off Kojima, and now they just focused on Pachinko, and then abused their IPs for Pachinkos.
Yeah.
It's why I'm happy they're having their own little Capcom-styled redemption arc. That's what I like to call it.
Yeah. I hope it keeps going, because I don't care about Contra in the slightest. It feels bad, though, for all the people that love Contra, though, because people have to have liked it for it to be so popular back in the day.
Well,
Then I love Castlevania, and then they made the hack and slashes that went to modern-day New York for some reason, and people didn't really like some of those.
Lords of Shadow was
despite the fact that they
great.
played fine.
I love the Lords of
I
Shadow
say they
trilogy.
played fine.
I love the Lords of Shadow trilogy. They're great.
I played the first one, and it played at God of War, and I'm like, I have only played Symphony of the Night and Aria of Sorrow. This is not what I wanted out of my Castlevania game.
Luckily, Lords of Shadow 2 kind of fixed that, where it's like, Lords of Shadow 1 is meant to be like classic Vania put in God of War combat, whereas Lords of Shadow 2 is meant to be like the classic, where it's meant to be like the Metroidvania. Oh, I remember this. I'm not falling for this trap this time. There we go. I remember this. This part was bullshit. I got caught at some point. Because I tried. Because here's the thing. I tried out extreme mode for a bit. Went to this part and I died immediately because I got caught by the explosion. Then got caught by the dudes, and then I just was miserable. And I decided, you know what? Fuck extreme, and I just never bothered with it.
Yeah, I play extreme because I already know where every single enemy placement is in the game, bar a few areas that I don't go to all that often.
Yeah,
but there's a Doberman on the other side of the fence that can just smell you. So it's really hard to not get caught here unless you know that the Doberman is sleeping in the bushes. That you can drink.
Speaking
but
of
even
which,
then, the dogs have like half the
HP
sleep time as humans.
Speaking of which,
they're weaker, but they wake up quicker.
Speaking of which, they added a new mechanic, and it's actually pretty cool. Essentially, the new mechanic they added was that if you get like in mud, for example, I think you can use that to help blend in on muddy environments. And I think that's pretty cool.
You could kind of do that in the original, but there are 2 areas in the entire game you could do it in the original, and it only lasted for that map.
Yeah,
but here is the second area in the entire game that you could do it.
In this, yeah, but in
the other area you could do it, there were no enemies, so it was worthless.
Yeah, in this section... Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck. In this section, they essentially added in the ability to put mud on you when you get, like, in the mud, so that we can, like, blend in. And I'm guessing that helps with Dobermans, at least for a bit. Because it's the fucking Dobermans.
Probably. I always assumed that it did, but I don't know. By the way, if you don't have the Splinter regular camo, you can get the Splinter camo here. I know where 90% of the camos are off the top of my head, so if you're missing, like, desert body but have desert face, I know where that one's at. Or, like, snow face but no snow body. Because you start with Splinter face, but Splinter body is on a rock ledge in this map as well. Like how Raindrop is underneath the bridge at night. Water is right before the Ocelot boss fight. You can get water and snow, both, by crawling through, like, a tunnel.
I still wonder why Kojima thought it was a good idea to have, like, the weight system. I get it, it's to balance out the stamina, but it's more tedious than anything else. Like, you get used to it after a bit.
I was gonna say, I like it, but that could also just be Stockholm Syndrome of, well, I like this game, so I like everything about it. And all it...
Yeah, because there are, like, the camo system is great. I love the camo system, but the backpack was not really thought out all that much. Like, it wasn't really thought out all that well, in my opinion. Because they just sort of, like, added the backpack as some way to artificially make you lose stamina faster.
I think it might also make your footsteps a little louder, maybe. But I'm unsure. That could also just be me being a kid when I played this. It's like,
It would have been
I also
cool.
don't use any of the lethal weaponry, so it never also bothered me, because I equip the stun grenade, the chaff grenade, the smoke grenade, and the Mosin Nagant when I get it, and the Hush Puppy, and that is my entire kit for the entire game. And also, considering on Extreme, you don't get any of the sensors. You don't get the active sensor, the sonar, the AP sensor. You get none of that. Because each difficulty you go up, you lose a sensor. Like, the active sensor is for easy, and it just shows you a constant radar of where everyone's at. The sonar makes a sound, but you can pulse it whenever you need it. And the AP sensor is the heartbeat one. That beats faster if there's someone around you.
Yeah, like, for example, like,
But
see how,
all of
like,
those are
yeah, like, for example, see how Snake's covered, like, in half mud?
Yeah.
Like, essentially, you can use that to, like, blend in better. Like, look, see what I mean?
Yeah, Splinter Body's right next to you, by the way.
Oh, shit.
So you see that ridge that's right there? If you shimmy across it the whole way across, you get Splinter Body. But I would check to see if you have Splinter Body first.
I don't have it.
Because you might already have it.
No, I don't. I don't remember coming through here.
Yeah. So if you climb up those two rocks, and then shimmy your way across, behind you is the two rocks to get up. When you were telling me about the mud, you were right next to the ledges you've climbed.
God, I remember when I played MGS5 for the first time, I discovered it through a friend's house because my friend's dad was playing it. And I wanted to play MGS5 so bad because it looks so fun. And the thing is, though, my brain could not comprehend there was like 5 Metal Gears. Because the only Metal Gear I played was 3D, which is on the 3DS. That's the only one I played. And Revengeance. I did not know Metal Gear was this like super long franchise. Because my brain...
And then you beat Metal Gear Solid 5, and then you realize it's actually 7 games, because you realize that Metal Gear Solid 1 isn't the game that 5 leads into. It leads into Metal Gear 1.
Yep.
I love Metal Gear so much, but it's really hard to...
man. God damn it. I wasn't supposed to shoot that guy. Fuck.
Can you not just wake him up by kicking him?
No,
And then...
the reason I said I wasn't supposed to shoot him is because they added a new thing where, I don't know if this is in the original, that if you shoot certain guards, they have film reels on them, which is like, I discovered the secret theater stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And if you shoot
Do they
them,
permanently break when you shoot them?
yeah, they permanently break when you shoot them, melee them, knock them down. You have to like hold them up.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if you can then kick them to wake them up and then hold them up. Because if you do 3 of the bop, bop, bop and wake them up and then hold them up, if you could then still... By the way, if you go to the roof, water body is on there, and to your left, there's like a trench, and if you climb or crawl through those trenches, there's another camo in the trench. Like that too.
I know, I'm just trying to get these assholes. I'm probably gonna do the Ocelot fight and then end it here because there's not really much to say about the remake other than the better controls. Like, I played through this game twice already on the channel. There's not really a point for me to play it anymore, other than on my own time.
I said it's fun.
Like, other than the fact that it's really fun, but there's not really much changes for me to point out. Like, you're the Metal Gear nerd here because you played through most of this and know everything from the back of your hand. Me, I played through this enough to realize some of the basic stuff. There's not really much.
Yeah, like,
different
did you
here.
know that if you put the Gator hat on in the Ocelot boss fight, some of the Ocelot soldiers won't shoot at you and they'll just laugh at you. They'll be so distracted by how you look goofy as shit. And also the fact that there's a poisonous python in the right side of the Ocelot arena that will bite you in the ass if you back up into it, which kind of sucks because you can get poisoned.
Oh yeah, I saw that happen to someone on their on a stream. I saw that happen to someone on a stream, and it was so fucking funny because I didn't realize that happened.
Yeah, that snake still gets me sometimes. On my last playthrough, it got me because I'm like, oh yes, look, I want to show off this snake, and it bit me. It's like, I'm trying to show you. So then you trank it, and then you can throw it at Ocelot.
And it freaks him out.
Yeah, you can also shoot the beehives above Ocelot's head, and it'll force him out of cover.
Yeah, but it's only really works a few times.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can also turn around and shoot at the Ocelot soldiers, and they'll shoot back at you. You can also get Ocelot to reprimand his soldiers, because if you beat Ocelot's ass too hard, his unit will start shooting at you in the back, and then Ocelot will scream at them because they're making it an unfair fight by helping him.
Yeah.
Also, do you know the actual reason to have the Gator hat, by the way? If you have it while you're underwater, guards will completely ignore you. It makes the area just after the pain where those guys on the jet bike things that go back and forth a cakewalk, because you put that on and you just swim past the entire section. You just skip it. Oh yeah, by the way, if you shoot that Hind D, you skip it later when you're on the mountain.
Oh yeah. I need to take it down first. The problem is I need to take down all the guards before I can take it down.
Yeah. That's an insane bullet drop now that I'm actually, like, staring at it.
Yeah, like I said, it's bad. Luckily, I think I got the sneaking suit. Do I got the sneaking suit? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. It's, you only get sneaking suit in New Game Plus if you keep it.
Yeah, if you put on the Auracan, or Auracam camo, I think that also reduces damage you take if you're in combat,
Yeah,
I
this
think.
one. Yeah, I found it. I'm not gonna put the Patriot. The Patriot's a cheat code.
Have you called Sigint to ask him why it shoots infinite ammo?
No, I didn't ask. I didn't call him for that yet.
You should. It's a very funny line.
Oh
Or
yeah,
a very
like
funny one.
he's because he asked like, so where'd you get it? And then Snake's like, what? And then he's like, so where'd you get it? And Snake just doesn't want to answer. He's like,
And
what?
then Snake's like, it shoots infinite ammo. And then Sigint's like, what?
Didn't they also make that joke in MGS2 where it's like, what's with the bandana? And he points at it and it's like infinite ammo.
Yeah, so in this game, it's, why did it shoot infinite ammo? And then Snake's like, well, the barrel's shaped like an infinity symbol. It shoots infinite ammo. And then in 2, Snake gives Raiden all of his gear and his ammo, And then Ryan's like, "Don't you need stuff for yourself?" And then he does a thumbs up and points at his bandana. And he says, "Infinite ammo." And then Ryan's like, "Huh?"
Oh, I found the
And
magazine.
then they don't question it. Yeah, in one of these trenches, there's camo. I don't remember where. I think it's on the west side.
Mark 22 rounds.
I'm pretty sure it's desert. The desert camo.
Holy fuck! What was that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I shot a barrel. I shot the barrel.
I didn't see that there was a barrel there. Have you ever done the pushing a barrel down a ledge and hit people with it
Yes,
maneuver?
I have. It's so fucking
It's
funny.
so fun. It is so fun.
Oh, I shot his
It's
nuts.
so... No! He's gonna haunt you later.
I'm getting haunted anyways. Because I just think my mindset for stealth games is there is no one to see you if there's no one alive to see you. So that's sort of my
Murder
mindset.
stealth.
Yeah, I'm the sort of
You would be
mindset
a
is
high
that
chaos Dishonored player.
yeah, here's the thing. Funnily enough, that's the exact reason I hate Dishonored, because if I want to get the good ending, I'm a good ending first type of dude. So what ends up happening if I don't get the good ending the first playthrough, I'll just never touch the game again.
Fair.
And then
I mean,
if I
can
want
tell
to
you the difference.
and if I want to have fun, I need to actually I'm going to end up getting the bad route, and I'm like, fuck off. Let me get my good route.
Yeah,
and be
Dishonored.
cool.
Dishonored doesn't do it very well because there's 2 ways to do stealth in that game, or 3 ways to do stealth. A, don't get caught and don't kill anyone in the first place. But you can either choke people out, or you can use trank darts. And trank darts are expensive, and you can only hold 5. So, although I love Dishonored, it doesn't do the good bad ending very well.
Yeah, Arcade Online doesn't do good bad endings very well. I'm guessing that's what people's first experiences are. Like, they see the powers and shit, and they have like a lot of fun with it, only to realize they're gated off from the good ending, because it's like, oh, you want to get the good ending? Well, don't have fun then.
Yeah, it's like all of Corvo's moves -1 are based on killing. Like Shadow Kill, when you kill people, they disintegrate into dust.
And I think they realized that, so they had
Rat
Dishonored
Swarm,
2 be
Possession. Yeah.
where his daughter was the pacifist character.
Yeah. Even then, I still like Corvo more for his passive abilities, because Corvo has time stop. You have 8 to 9 full seconds of moving in the frozen time, and it is the coolest. I have the world now.
Then his daughter was just sort of just there for like the pacifist players, which I chose Corvo mainly because I was unaware of her abilities. So that a friend of mine, I was telling him I was playing it, and he's like, oh, and he asked me, oh, what'd you pick? And it's like, oh, I picked Corvo, and he told me I was a fucking idiot.
Yeah, because her abilities, Emily's abilities, are so much cooler, because you get like a Shadow Monster ability to slink across the ground, and in shadows you get a grappling hook, like tentacle arm. You can link enemies together, so when you knock one of them out, a bunch fall unconscious. That kind of stuff.
Also, I think I could show off the scarring system in a bit.
What game that does good and bad endings for like non-lethal really well is Deus Ex. Not really an ending, but like Deus Ex, Human Revolution does it so well. There are so many ways to non-lethally take people out with tranquilizer guns, stun guns, smoke grenades, shock grenades, invisibility, big stun punches.
It sucks there's no blind fire, considering you can blind fire in MGS3 base. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Instead
yeah,
R2's
in the original,
melee.
Can't hold down square and just move the analog stick and shoot in 360s in this one.
Yeah, this one actually got to learn to aim.
Yeah.
Oh, his AI's bugged. Hey, buddy.
He's
You
he's
good,
doing
buddy?
his best.
You good, buddy?
Have you punched someone into the electric fence before?
Hold on.
They get shocked. It's a little hard to do, to be honest.
Hey, motherfucker. Get over here. Ow. Hold on, let me...
Yeah, that's
let me,
definitely a Metal Gear Solid 5 getting knocked over animation. I don't like that. I know it's a judo throw and it's a lot more accurate, but that impact is a lot less aggressive than the Metal Gear Solid 3 original impact.
Well, that's because it's
Because
MG...
the impact in...
I want some more.
Yeah, but
I want some more.
The sound effects, in my opinion, are better in this one because it just sounds more crunchy. Like you're actually slapping meat.
Yeah. Yeah, but in the original, they make up for their lack of sound effects by making them loud as shit and practically busting out your microphones and shaking the camera a lot. Because that throw kind of looks like you winded him. You knocked the wind out of his sails.
Well, I mean,
in the original, it's like that man is unconscious and maybe not waking up.
well,
With
I
how
mean,
bad you throw them into the ground.
well, I mean, it is a throw.
Yeah.
That's sort of the point. It's meant to be a throw. It's meant to knock the wind out of someone. Because you're landing them
Yeah,
flat.
but then
Making them land flat on their back.
yeah. Oh, you probably know this, by the way, but you can blow all of these up. And they impact the guards. If you blow up the food thing, they get hungry. And when you throw down food items, it's more likely to distract them, and they'll eat it, even if it's poison or rotten. If you blow up the ammo ones, they only have a single magazine, so when they reload, they have to switch to a sidearm or their knife.
Yeah, I don't know how to blow these things up. I tried grenades. I tried other shit.
TNT. TNT specifically is meant for structural damage. You can use TNT to blow doors off their hinges, like breach and clear, that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Regular grenades do not work. But TNT is the one you place on the ground and then you hit the circle button and then it explodes.
Well, it takes
But
care
it's
of all
meant
the
for breaching
guards.
and clearing and blowing open doors and stuff like that. But it also destroys buildings.
God, we will never get another game like MGS5. Like, I feel like if they were ever gonna make MGS6, it would have to be in vein of the first 4 games. Like, one singular area, no like Afghanistan, no Africa, none of that bullshit. Like, just straight one area, you just get your way through it, and that's it.
I wouldn't mind another Shadow Moses. Not like snowy area, but like a facility.
Yeah, that's why.
Just a big building.
Yeah, because I remember,
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was younger, I had like a few years back when I first got into Metal Gear again. I had like ideas for an MGS6 where usually because like Metal Gear is all about ploy on like anti-war and shit. I had like a fantasy idea of like, oh, this person who's just a grunt, he was just meant for recon. Like, for example, it's the idea of that because peace has been around for so long, soldiers have been allowed to live as civilians again. So they got to see what it was like to be normal for once. And...
For vengeance, if you weren't writing.
Yeah, and then the protagonist, who is like a grunt, like in Snake in the original Metal Gear, was just like, this is way above my pay grade, I need to get out of here. And like, everyone's telling him to, yeah, get out of there, because you're not meant for this stuff. Only for shit to just get worse and worse and worse as the story went on.
I see.
Because essentially I would like, because I was trying to get into Kojima's head, essentially. I was like trying to think, okay, he loves James Bond. What do I do that sounds very Bondish? Haha, secret island with secret military.
Bondish.
It's like, huh, okay, what's other military jargon? Oh, yes, sci-fi shit. Ninjas, because I played Metal Gear Rising first. Metal Gear, here's the thing, Metal Gear Rising is my first Metal Gear. That's the fucked up thing. So Metal Gear in my head,
The last game of the franchise,
or at least timeline wise, yeah.
Yeah, Well, I mean, I'm not much better. My first Metal Gear game was 2. I watched my dad play 1 back in the day when I was a child and could hold a controller.
Yeah.
But then the first one I played was 2. And 2
Yeah.
kind of relies on having you played 1. So I didn't understand what was happening. And I played 3, and since 3's at the beginning of the franchise, that's the one that clicked with me the most.
Yeah.
And then I proceeded to play almost every Metal Gear game on launch.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Revengeance got a resurgence in the last few years due to memes, because that's the plot of the game is memes.
Yeah. And the thing is though, like the dream idea for like a Metal Gear MGS6 wouldn't work out because it would be like dealing with the concept of legacies. Like for example, like the Philosopher's Legacy, like Snake's, like Solid Snake and Liquid Snake being the descendants of Big Boss.
All of you, leave us.
It would sort of deal with the point of that is at some point the old must pass on to the new. Even if the new doesn't want the old.
Ocelots are proud creatures. They prefer to hunt alone.
And I think I imagined the plot would be like, oh, remnants of MSF / the Diamond Dogs wanted to try to get one last hurrah, one last ditch effort into reviving the war economy to give soldiers a reason to fight again.
And then make Chico the antagonist.
No.
Because that got cut from Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's so sad. Just make Chico like an 80-year-old man who saw Big Boss from the sidelines and is being like, oh yes, I'm gonna follow in Big Boss's legacy from an outsider who is following in the boss's legacy as an outsider.
And then and then the more I thought about the story, the more I realized how dumb it would be, because then my dumbass was like, oh, if it was dealing with legacies, then the main character would secretly be the great grandson of fucking Ocelot, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna go down the drain really fast.
Ocelot's never sleeping with anyone.
Yeah, and then my dumbass brain was trying to comprehend, would he do that? It's just like his great grandson, and it would be like dealing with the themes of like he was not built for this. Like, yeah, he may have the blood of a soldier, but he doesn't have the will or determination of one. Because at the end of the day, he was just a grunt, just doing what he was paid to do. Like, he wasn't like a super soldier or this super secret like spy. He was just a dude who got put in a bad situation. Sort of like Die Hard and The Raid. If you ever watched
I was
those
thinking
movies.
more of like Spec Ops: The Line, even, of just a dude in a bad situation. But then that's more of a moral implication thing than a legacy thing.
Because essentially my POV was that like, oh, a lot of the story of Metal Gear was in the point of view of a soldier. Like, this is what soldiers think. What if it was in the point of view of someone who didn't have that mindset of what a regular person thinks of everything going on?
That's so different from simply changing a clip.
And then he just sees all this weird shit happening, all these like crazy people so obsessed with the idea of war that they're willing to restart the war economy all over again. And the whole irony would be the fact that he has family who were literally war heroes / war criminals. And it would be like
Dad was Big Boss all along.
No, like I said, the plot would have went downhill because my plot would have been like, oh, he's like the great grandson of Ocelot.
Yeah.
Damn it.
A lot of people committing war crimes in these Metal Gear games.
Yeah.
I also didn't even realize you had beaten Ocelot already. I looked away for a second to make coffee.
Yeah. And ironically enough, it would be like the ancestors the one that started all the chaos, while the descendants the one that's got to end it.
I can honestly see that. Ocelot having a kid for the main purpose of more triple agent, like the Patriots kind of stuff.
Yeah. And then
Ocelot has to be the most confusing protagonist in this franchise I've ever seen.
What?
He's the protagonist, or he is a protagonist. I don't think anything he's ever done has been malicious in the sense of hurt civilians. He's always been one step ahead of destroying the war economy.
Yeah. And I think during the whole plot, my mind was like immediately thinking, oh, Ocelot, like the main character would do like a lot of Ocelot-isms. Like, for example, he acts like MGS3 Ocelot in terms of like cockiness, where it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just deal with these guards. Yeah, I'm totally that skilled. In reality, he was just being sarcastic.
And then him figuring out his legacy is he realizes that his dad, great-grandfather, whatever, Ocelot was, I must follow in his footsteps and then give 2 double birds to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And then he will destroy the war economy. And he
Yeah.
will legacy,
Yeah.
but also if
Yeah, because the idea was that, like, oh, he would see, because like I said, he was like a regular civilian put in a soldier's POV, like, essentially put into an environment meant for soldiers, aka, you know, people that worked with Big Boss, people dedicated to the cause, where it's just this dude who has never, ever been put in a war scenario, looked at this and realized, yeah, we should not be glorifying this. Why the fuck are you keeping this stuff going? Why do you want this stuff to keep going? And then, like, as he discovers it, he starts to realize that it all started with my great-grandmother, and now it's up to me to end it.
and then he shoots the bad guy.
Yeah, and like I said, it's a pipe dream, and that's the more I think about it, the more I think that, like, yeah, Kojima would never do that. He's too good for that type of thing. Like, he's never one for simple stories like that. The only time he really did the enemy is your father is Death Stranding and Metal Gear.
Yeah.
And I think he's starting to get sick of that plot line.
Well, this game is the enemy is your mother. So
Yeah. And then
he did change it up and change it to your mom, who is the boss. But also not paternal, just mentoral mother figure in your life.
Yeah, and the idea I had is that your enemy is a protege of the boss, aka like a boss fanboy.
Yes. You know what? Imagine Hotline Miami 2, but the fans, but they're the boss fans. And that's your antagonist.
Yeah, like people obsessed with the big boss's legacy and wants to keep it going, whereas the dude who is actually the great-great-grandson of the person that started all this bullshit wants to end it.
Yeah, you could even tie Zero into that, because Zero's whole thing is legacy of the boss, but he butchers it beyond comprehensible belief, being Cypher.
Yeah,
that it doesn't make sense.
That's something me and JP talked about earlier, where, like, I think me and JK and JP were in the call, and we were, like, just talking about, like, what the boss did, and how everyone misinterpreted the fuck out of what the boss said, where JK...
It is the biggest series of telephones, while you were the first one to get on the telephone I have ever seen in my life. I even have an image of I can send it. It's some meme of them misinterpreting the boss, and then the boss just says, "The fuck you guys doing? I just wanted a world without borders." And then everyone is like, "I know what you mean, boss. Let's do child soldiers."
And then let's do child soldiers, aka Big Boss, doing that. And then everyone's like, let's make an AI to control everyone, which was Zero.
Yeah, it's so confusing. It's like Zero was like, I'm gonna follow in the words of Big Boss, and then he got an early cut of Ava, and he really wanted to do the ending of Ava.
Yeah.
With no free will. And then Big Boss was like, ah, yes, I'm going to adopt every child soldier that I can. It's weird. You play one, and then you realize that 90% of the antagonists were child soldiers that Big Boss picked up.
Yeah.
And he was like, you're good, get in.
And the idea I had is the actual normal dude that joined the military normally, did his training drills normally, had no trauma, nothing. He is literally the one dude who lived normally.
Imagine you're a normal dude. Imagine you're a normal dude and your bunkmate is Vulcan Raven. and he starts in the middle of the night spewing about fucking destinies and spirit animals, and you're like, dude,
I'm trying to sleep.
it's 2 a.m. We got drills later.
We got drills.
And then someone is-
I got in trouble yesterday, so the drill sergeant is about to PT my ass to the ground. I don't need this right now.
Well, you see, the snake doesn't exist in nature. It is, in fact, a symbolic meaning.
Yeah, he was put in a
Snakes are
room.
traitors.
He was put
You
in
are
a
a traitor to our kind.
He was put
because
in a
we're
room.
family.
He was put in a room full of psychos.
Yeah. You're chilling, you turn over, Psycho Mantis is levitating halfway up the wall, just chilling, and then he says hello. And then he starts reading your Game Boy fucking memory card that you have, or your DS. I get. Well, I'm trying to use a handheld that doesn't use memory. PSP uses memory cards instead of putting the data on the disc. He
SD
starts reading your
cards.
PSP that you. Yeah. He starts reading your PSP saved game data that you have underneath your pillow.
Yeah.
And it's
Like this idea was stuck in my head for so long when I was younger. I was considering making a fanfic of it, and like
I just realized that that's just Johnny. Johnny is the person that is just working his normal day to day, while he is surrounded by psychos
yes,
constantly.
Yeah. And I think the idea is that like every time he met like a major enemy, they would all look at him and it's like you don't have the will or like the eyes of a soldier. Maybe like sort of pointing out that he has that lack of drive. Funnily enough, this is around the time I watched The Raid 2, which if you ever watch The Raid, then you'd know the main protagonist never wanted to be in that situation.
I need to watch The Raid. I just started catching up on movies recently because I don't watch movies.
Oh, The
But
Raid?
I've only ever seen, or the movies that I've seen recently have all been mob flicks.
Yeah, The Raid 1 and 2 are really good. And I think like the ending of the story would like show like him talking to the main villain after he beat him, and it's like, you know, if there was still a battle to fight and you were in a war with me, you'd be pretty good. You know, the iconic line. And then he just ends it off saying like, yeah, I'm not built for this type of stuff, but at the same time I don't think I need to be, considering why would I considering the world I'm living in right now? We're in a world age of peace. Why would I need to be fighting right now? And he just retires to be like a cop, and it would lead to like Kojima's other baby before he made Metal Gear, which was, what was it again? Was it
Police Knots.
Yeah, Police Knots. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going. He gets off, and then he sees Meryl, and it's actually a Police Knots prequel. Because if you didn't know, Meryl is wholesale in Police Knots. That's where she's from originally, and then he was like, "I like this design. I'm gonna pop her into Metal Gear."
Oh, you know what would be? You know who would be really good support devs if Konami ever decides to remake Police Knots? You know the Yakuza devs, right?
Oh yeah.
And you ever heard of Judgment / Lost Judgment?
I have. I have played Judgment a decent amount. I have Lost Judgment too. That's one of the biggest game franchises, Yakuza, and all its spin-offs and in the same universe games, that I have owned all of them and played maybe one of them to completion.
Oh, so this is the
And
animation.
it's not the one you're thinking of. Ooh.
Yeah, like I said, they made an animation for reloading with the shotgun, or like a shell by shell type thing. Oh, you get like special camos if you knock them out, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
They all have special abilities. If you knock out Ocelot, you get a camo that gives you infinite suppressors. Your suppressor never wears out anymore. That one's pretty good. The Pain makes you immune to bees. That's it. And if you drop a beehive on your head, they'll follow you around like a shield. and they'll attack any guard who tries to melee you. The fear, I've said it before, you get Spider, it's 80% camouflage, but it drains your stamina.
The end.
The end gets you Moss, but the end is weird, because if you trank him, you get his Mosin Nagant. If you hold him up, you get Moss, which lets you photosynthesize stamina in broad daylight. But it's also the only camo that gives you 100% camo index if you sit on Moss. So that's how you get that achievement, by the way, for 100% camo index, is you have to get Moss and then lay on Moss. The Fury is the worst one because it just gives you a camo that reduces fire damage by, I think, 2/3.
Yeah.
Sorrow you can't not get because he's already dead. And he gives you Spirit, which allows you to drain stamina from choking people. Obviously, Volgin gives you the Cold War camo, which has the Russian flag on the front, so they won't attack you from the front. But it has the American flag on the back, and they'll shoot you in the back only. And then the boss gives you Snake, which I think makes your footsteps silent. No, I think Spirit makes your footsteps silent, as well as being able to choke people out. I think, I don't know what Snake does. I think Snake might make your footsteps silent. And I think it might also reduce damage by half. I forget. Yeah, the paint is pretty cool. I don't use it, but it looks cool, because it's just like a honeycomb pattern. Or not a honeycomb, but it has like honey dripping off of it. And it makes bees follow you and protect you. Also, do you want to know a fun fact about the Pain? Do you know how he controls bees?
Do special frequencies or some bullshit like that?
He has a queen bee in his back pocket.
That explains
That's literally
a lot.
it. His back fanny pack has like a beehive full of like queen bees. Or maybe it's a queen bee, and because he has her back there, he can control them.
Damn, bitch, how much did that bee reproduce? And I'm guessing the bees attacked him because of the fact that he kept falling on the fucking queen.
I don't know. Probably.
Also,
You can call Sigint and he'll give you boss dialogue.
Also, apparently his face, they modeled his face to look like a wasp nest, which is a really cool detail just to show how fucked up he got.
I always just assumed it was bumpy because he got stung a lot.
Nope, apparently they modeled it to make it look like a wasp nest, which is so fucking gross but so expected.
I hate his face so much.
Isn't he kind of the shittiest boss in the game? Like, he's the worst one because he's so annoying.
I think the Fury is the most, but that's just because he's the hardest boss for me.
I like the Fury. It's like one big hide-and-seek game. I like that.
I am playing on Extreme. I do not have time for hide-and-seek. I will be one-shot. I have to rapid-fire, sneak around him, triple-shot the Mosin Nagant, and then reposition before he one-shots me.
That explains it. Yeah, well, if you're playing on Extreme or European Extreme, which, yeah. Are you crazy enough
European
to do
Extreme might even be... I know, that's just annoying, having to reset each time you get caught. It doesn't change the difficulty or anything. It's the same exact difficulty. It's just, if you get caught, you game over. And that's boring. That's why when I play on Extreme on Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 2 is infinitely harder than 3, so I will end up killing myself.
That, and isn't European Extreme on fucking MGS2 super brutal for the final boss? Because you gotta fight, like, what, 27 Metal Gears or something?
Yeah. Fucking, it's insane. It's attrition. It takes you like half an hour, 45 minutes with one ration.
Which,
maybe two.
Speaking of which, that idea I had, where essentially like the final act of the plot is like Raiden shows up, where like the island has like a bunch of Metal Gears, and the main character's forced to sneak around to try to get away from all these Metal Gears, and he almost gets caught by one, but Raiden shows up. and it just kicks ass because it's fucking Metal Gear Rising Revengeance Raiden.
Hell yeah.
And then he's just like,
He gets such a
you go deal with the boss, I'll deal with the Metal Gears. And you just see him fucking going at it.
he had such a glow up in Revengeance because in 2 he puts in work, but it's it's scripted, nothing matters, and who cares?
Not only that,
It's just that solid like and
I do miss his lightning powers though.
yeah, I was gonna say that's like the only cool thing he has in 4 is he fights Vamp, he has white blood, and he does the gecko thing with grabbing them and spinning them around. But then he just gets his ass kicked each time he shows up, and then gets lightning powers out of nowhere because he lost his arms, and that's cool. But he's also kind of just like a shitter in that game. He doesn't do much besides die and say "You're up," bleh, and then he dies.
Then they bring him back for Revengeance.
Yeah.
Because of course they fucking would bring him back for Revengeance.
But if you had a beehive in your inventory and he goes the move that puts the yellow stuff on you and they completely cocoon you, you would get the same beehive that the End has in his back pocket, the Queen's Hive. And that's one of the hardest food items you can get in the game because it's really good. But you have to have remembered to bring a beehive into the boss arena.
All right, let's read these in high quality. Calorie Mate. Let's read these in high quality. Calorie Mate block contains a nutritionally balanced source of the energy needed for daily activities. Calorie Mate block is great for people who are always on the go, needing an easier way of consuming energy and nutrition, whether it is for breakfast, work, sports, study, or any busy time. Product: balanced nutrition food, solid type. Ingredients: wheat flour, margarine, sugar, natural cheese, egg, almond powder, starch, non-fat milk powder, soy protein, wheat protein, salt/sodium, caseinate, modified starch, flavors, and carotenoid color. Net weight 80 grams. Best before, see bottom panel. Fuck you, game. I can't see shit. You gonna tell me this sell by date? You're not gonna actually tell me it?
Have you seen a Calorie Mate in real life?
No, I have
or
not.
Or eaten one?
No.
They're just cookies.
Oh, yeah.
They're a box of cookies.
Hello?
Sometimes savory cookies, because it says that this has cheese, so it's either cream cheese bites or it's like a cheddar cookie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a box of cookies.
I fucking know.
Snake is downing Girl Scout cookies.
I'll have you know, Girl Scout cookies hit every now and then. When you're like,
oh, I love the coconut ones.
I just love plain chocolate. That's my favorite.
Fair. I like the coconut and peanut butter ones. Like coconut and caramel, and then there's a peanut butter chocolate one. And those are both pretty good.
Manufacturer, Otsuka Pharmaceutical Company, license. I never knew what LTD meant. 2-9 Kanda Tsukashamachi, Chiyoda-ku, Tokyo, Japan. Nutrition information per serving, 80 grams. Energy, 400 calories. Protein, 8.4 grams. Fat, 22.2 grams.
I mean, that isn't that bad. That's about as many grams as in a serving of cheese or beans.
Carbohydrates, 42.7 grams. Sugar, 40.7 grams. Dietary fiber, 2 grams. Salt equivalent, 0.94 grams. Calcium, 200
they
milligrams.
Are cookies.
Iron, 2.0 milligrams. Yeah, but this had cheese in it. Vitamin B.
Yeah, well, cream cheese.
It didn't say cream cheese. Iron,
yeah.
2.2 milligrams.
Who knows, honestly.
Magnesium.
I mean,
it's a cookie.
I was gonna say it's nutrition. It has sugar. It has cheese.
Magnesium, 50 milligrams.
Have you ever had cheese that's chocolate cheese?
Oh, I've not. Phosphorus, 100 milligrams. Vitamin A, 285. I don't know what that symbol is. Vitamin B1, 0.6 milligrams. Vitamin B2, 0.7 milligrams. Vitamin B6, 0.65 milligrams. Vitamin B12, niacin, or I don't know what that says, 6.5 milligrams. Pantothenic acid, 2.4 milligrams. Folic acid, 120. Vitamin C, 50 milligrams. Vitamin D, 2.8. Ugh. They supposed to say milligrams, but they fucked up the symbol. And vitamin E, 30.
Could you? Who knows? Maybe these were all AI upresed, and when it got a little iffy,
3.2 milligrams.
the AI was just like, oh.
Yeah.
Or it could just be maybe someone was being like, oh yes, I'm going to use the energy equivalent because it's so like it's
Yeah. No.
energy burnt instead of the like kilocalories.
To ensure
know.
freshness, please eat as soon as possible after opening the package. You think once this game came out, they started promoting the fuck out of Calorie Mate again? If it's even still around?
Oh, probably. I mean, that's what happened with 4, where they got that super energy drink,
Tasty.
and then
Chaff Grenade, my beloved. Yeah.
it's so sad it doesn't have too big of a use in this game because there's no security cameras.
They're only really used for like this section, I think, with like the flying drone things.
Guess what? Did you know that if you just put on the alligator mask, they just ignore you?
Yeah, I could have learned that a while. I could have learned that 7 playthroughs ago. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing ever since I discovered it as a child, is if you put on the alligator mask and you go
shit.
underwater.
What is it?
That's the Godzilla line they updated. They updated the Godzilla line.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to
I love Paramedic so much. She's my favorite.
She's a nerd.
Character? Yeah. Exactly.
But then you realize what she does later, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, she turns a fucking Frank Yeager into a undead cybernetic being that doesn't have memory until you beat his ass, and then he remembers, and you remember, and then she dies.
But meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in his path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version too.
And that one sucked.
I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
If you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America too. It might even win awards all across the globe in 60 years.
Why's that?
2024 will be Godzilla's 70th birthday.
Hell yeah.
They're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Dude, time.
Yeah, so we have, what, more than 50 fucking movies?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know
Everybody loves Godzilla.
I don't suppose
I do know that voice line is different because original is everyone loves Godzilla.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know.
She ends on a high note
When the going gets tough, movies can save your life.
instead of the
Movies get
flat
you able
note.
to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
You can also tell this line's new because it sounds more professionally done.
Do you want to say?
Yeah, I like the non-professional version now, but
It's
I'm
more
also biased.
It's charming.
Good luck, Snake.
Yeah, I think my favorite one is the next one you're going to get because it goes in order, and it's going to be the swamp monster one.
God damn it, why does Snake look like he's like a fucking goober holding his gun like this? Like, I get it's tactical reasons, but it looks so...
Yeah.
He looks like a cat asking for
The
num-nums.
gun knife.
He's like, Mama...
Yeah,
He looks like, Mama, I full up.
I flew up again.
I
But
full
yeah,
up.
go test out.
And he's raising his...
Go test out. Yeah.
Test out what? The...
Oh, the gator trick. Just put on the gator mask and then hop in the water, and as long as you're submerged, enemies will ignore you entirely.
Alright, let's try it. I'm gonna go get the sniper.
Unless it's foot soldier.
Yeah, I'll
Foot
try...
soldiers in the sniper area will notice you if you get too close, but like anyone that's flying or is a stationary turret kind of person.
Oh my god, we could toggle it off for cutscenes. Let's fucking go. Oh, that is goofy.
Hell
they,
yeah.
They gave it physics!
Yeah, it's always had physics. It had physics in the original too. Oh, by the way, there's landmines in here, so be careful.
Oh yeah, I remember this part. Yep. Like I said,
Yeah.
this is mostly shot for shot, so it's very obvious
Yeah,
to tell
there's
what
a-
things are.
There's a really rare snake and a really rare fruit in here that you can grab. It's the Taiwanese. No, I think it's the Taiwanese cobra and a papaya are in here. A really good edible snake and a really good edible fruit are just sitting on the ground in here.
Oh, is
Fun
it
fact, if you're playing on easier difficulties, the vampire bats that bite you, you can pulse the sonar and they'll stop attacking you. You can also just pull out a torch and they'll stop attacking you as well.
Let's see, did I catch the snake? If I didn't... Thai cobra, milk snake, coral snake. I have way too many Indian gavels.
They're the best food source in the entire game.
Hey, this works.
Oh, you're eating too much of them. It went from excellent stamina recovery to good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make... Oh, I think I have too many sleeping animals. Hold on, I need to eat one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say the milk snake is non-poisonous. The Thai cobra and coral snake are poisonous.
All right, let's see.
But also the milk snake tastes like ass. So.
All right, let's see if this is the one. I got another Thai cobra and another milk snake.
Maybe they're Thai cobras. I guess Thai cobra is the Taiwanese cobra. I was just using its full name. But yeah, I remember them in the original being more yellow. The only other place you can find them is on top of the mountain.
Yeah, I think it's just lighting.
Yeah.
Right.
The snake that you find here can also be found next to the scorpions on the mountaintop.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you can also get my favorite paramedic dialogue here with that Russian glowing glow cap.
All right, let's get it.
Because it has a before and after. Call her, and then ask her about it, and then after you get the dialogue, then eat it, and then call her again.
I see you've caught a Thai cobra.
Fuck!
The Thai cobra is a large venomous snake that if you do the Thai
I'm biased, but if she talks about all of the food. Well, I mean, you have mostly crocodiles.
So they don't taste good then.
That's not my point. It's not a matter of whether they taste good or not. People don't raise snakes for food, period.
Okay. So you're saying they might be good to eat, right?
Only one way to find out.
You know what? Fuck it for the meme.
By the way, each time you talk to her about that, it does change the description to be whatever paramedic said. It'll change to rumored to be good, rumored to be bad, unknown.
I mean, a milk snake. The milk snake closely resembles the coral snake, but it's actually not venomous.
Yeah, the coral and milk snake, by the way, is where the rhyme of if yellow touches black, if yellow touches back, won't fight back.
So is there a way to tell the difference between a milk snake
If red touches yellow, that's a nasty fellow, I think.
I guess if I had to pick something, I'd say it's that
Because one is poisonous and one is not. And when I mean poisonous, I mean blue ring octopus poisonous.
Oh god, that's bad. That's really fucking bad.
What?
Yeah, it's one of the really bad ones. But it's also, so when I say poisonous, I mean venomous. I know some people are going to be mad at me saying poisonous, but I mean venomous. But yeah, it's the kind of where you get bit by it, and it's like, okay, you need to go to the doctor now, or you will suffer cardiac arrest.
Yeah, and then there's the fucking snails that actually fucking impale you.
Yeah, they're rad though. I think there's a SMT monster that's like it.
I see you found some Russian glow caps. The Russian glow cap is a kind of luminescent fungus, a mushroom that glows in the dark.
Why would a mushroom glow in the dark?
It's bioluminescent, just like a firefly. It uses the so-called luciferin luciferase reaction. To put it simply, luciferin reacts with luciferase in the presence of magnesium 2+ ions, breaking it down into oxyluciferin and carbon dioxide. The carbonyl groups in the oxyluciferin are initially in an electrical excited state. When they return to their base state, they give off light. Did you get all that?
Not really.
Oh.
By the
I
way,
did.
Does that mushroom recharge your batteries when you eat it?
Huh?
I mean, it seems like if you ate a glowing mushroom, it might recharge your batteries or something.
Snake, your batteries are organic batteries. They produce electricity by utilizing the potential difference between cells. Organic batteries are known for their highly efficient energy conversion, but they still rely on chemical reactions between proteins and enzymes to...
So you're saying they'll get recharged?
Believe what you want.
Great.
Okay, time to eat them.
Now eat it.
All right.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where are you, you little fuck? There you are. It's a glowing mushroom. It supposedly recharges the battery when eaten. Battery
Battery's recharged. And it actually does, by the way.
I know, I believe you.
Paramedic,
What's up?
you were right.
About what?
I ate a Russian glow cap and it charged up my batteries.
Huh?
What's wrong?
That's great. Snake, can you excuse me for a second?
Sure.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah. There's no way eating a bioluminescent mushroom would cause your batteries to recharge.
What do you think it means?
Beats me. Maybe it's all in his mind.
You mean like a placebo effect?
Why not? You've seen how gullible he is.
Well, I guess there's no harm done. Should we let him keep believing it?
Sounds good to me.
How the
Okay,
fuck
Snake,
does a
I'm-
placebo?
Yes, the Russian glow cap is a glowing mushroom, so it'll recharge your batteries when you...
God, Snake is such a goober.
Yeah.
He becomes less of a
I love
goober.
that everyone.
He becomes less of a goober as the games go on, but MGS3's peak Snake being a goober.
Yeah.
Like,
They treat him like a child and they let him believe whatever he wants because he's the greatest soldier in the world.
I mean, for fuck's sake, who's gonna tell him no? Like,
Snake, have you seen 007
who's gonna tell him
From
no
Zero
about
One?
Santa? Who's gonna tell him that? No one. It's fucking. It's
Yeah.
like, it's
Huey
supposed-
will because he's an asshole.
Snake,
But he's the
I don't
only
think
one.
people like you saying that.
And even though it's fiction.
Oh, this is also a really good one. I thought the Swamp Monster was going to be the next one, but I guess it's...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Zero's a big James Bond fan.
He says a thing here that I think would be like, wait, no, he's kind of spitting, though, when he mentions the snake gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Also, back to the idea I had for like an MGS, like a lot of the ideas are based off of this game, mainly because this is my second one. So a lot of ideas I got from this were from this.
Looks like you're grappling with a giant snake and then get a shot in on the enemy while they're distracted.
But like trade James Bond for Mission Impossible because James Bond I don't think would exist in the future because we haven't gotten a new Bond movie in years.
Will you give it a rest?
Oh, I get it. You're worried about how to handle the
I thought there was a new one that just came out.
Really? I haven't been paying attention then.
I don't like the idea of playing
I thought it was like last year. Is it? They made it more of a comedy, not like a comedy, but like a more lighthearted. We don't use James Bond gadgets anymore. You're gonna get a gun and a watch.
You can't let yourself get involved. This is a game of spy versus spy. She's using you just as much as you're using her.
I realize that.
You've got to grab the initiative, and to do that, you have to get the upper hand in the relationship. That's what a spy is supposed to do.
Get the upper hand. I don't think I'm cut out for that mission.
Maybe if you change your code name to 00 Snake.
Major.
007 is the biggest thing to come out of England since the Mayflower. I wouldn't be surprised if they made 20 more of those movies.
Didn't you know?
20 more. Talk about 50.
James Bond
Hold
fans
on, let me
don't
check.
get them worked up like this.
3,
What's up?
6,
You
9,
don't
12.
realize this, but now that you've got him started talking about Bond, I'm going to have to listen to him lecture for a whole hour after he gets off the radio.
You have my sympathy.
It's too bad you can't enjoy such a great movie, though.
I guess I'm just one of those people who can't enjoy spy flicks.
It'll be like 26 films. And yeah, like I said, the whole game idea is just sort of the main protagonist poking fun at the fact Metal Gear is so ridiculous, at least in the codec calls. Where essentially he's just poking fun at like the ridiculousness of it. It's like, why are you talking about spy movies while I'm getting shot at? And it's like, what? And you lighten the mood. And it's like, I'm getting shot at. And the one person he's friends with is actually like the least normal one but the only reason he's like that is mainly because like, oh, I guess I'm going crazy too because now I'm listening to your stuff.
You can go straight through those lights with the gator hat on. By the way, they do not care.
Oh,
Just-
so we just
you just go.
All right, I guess.
You just mash X and then you just keep going. Who cares? They don't. You're a crocodile.
So I just
Come up for breath and then you go back down, and then you just keep going.
Oh, they changed it. You can't just mash anymore. You gotta like time it.
Oh, okay. Because I remember just mashing the X button as quickly as I can, and you can get through this section like 20 seconds at most.
Yeah,
and they're just there.
All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a speed run trick. This is what I did before on my very first playthrough. Second playthrough, I fought the end proper. First playthrough, I didn't do shit. I just killed him immediately because I didn't want to deal with his bitch ass. And then this one, I'm just gonna do the speed run trick again because I don't really care. Actually,
Try and get hit by his wheelchair.
Oh, that's the intention.
Oh yeah. These guys can notice if you're a gator if you get a little too close to them, but yeah, for the most part, they're gonna be like, who cares?
Okay, good. I got rid of them before they can call their buddies.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not sure if it has to still be in this game, but do you know that not everyone can call for backup? They have to have the radio on their chest, and you can shoot that radio and it will break.
Oh yeah, I figured that out.
So even if they wake up,
yeah, I figured that out on my first playthroughs that you can shoot the radio and keep them from calling for backup.
yeah, it happens a lot by accident if you try and go lethal, because you just shoot them in the chest and then the radio breaks because it blocks a bullet.
And then you realize that, this guy should have died in 6 shots. Why take 7?
You want to know something quirky about sniping the end? Did you know that you can get him to wake up here out of his sleep? If you shoot the person that's supposed to wheel him away, he wakes up and starts frantically moving the wheels on his wheelchair as quickly as he can.
Oh yeah, that happens when you miss. I noticed that a few times with me. It happened where I would try to aim for him, but the thing is, it's so fucking wobbly. I can't hit shit, and then I end up like just missing, and I go for his buddy instead. And I keep forgetting because I ended up shooting his friend instead of the end. And I think the way I did it, you should do it, is you get like pentazamine, and then you use the sniper so you can keep your aim straight.
Pentazamine didn't exist in the original, I'm pretty sure. Pentazamine is unique to this version. You just have to suffer with it. There might have been pentazamine as like a rare item drop, or in like really obscure places like Bug Juice is, or Life Med.
Oh no, I don't think I have pentazamine. Never mind. I thought something said pentazamine. Am I just blind?
I thought is it diazepam? Because they use the names interchangeably for the same exact item. Because in 1 it's diazepam and in 2 it's pentazamine.
That's a claymore. Here's the book. Hold on, let's check something real quick.
It would also probably be in your L2 items, like your binoculars, sonar, and all that kind of stuff.
It was worth a read. Oh yeah, because
have you seen the cutscene for when the boss disarms you and you're holding the magazine in your hand?
Oh, I have not seen it yet. I've seen the clip of it. Not like in my personal playthrough, I've not seen it, but on a clip, I've seen it, and it's so funny. He just looks at you. Because at the end of the day, it may be a fight to the death, but she's still a mother, and she's a very disappointed mother at that.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, dude, trying to fight the boss on Extreme took me like an hour and a half the last time I did it. You have to get those parries like perfect, or she's gonna take half your health bar, and that's with health upgrades. If you didn't grab any health upgrades, she can one-shot you.
Yeah, but considering you're on Extreme, that's guaranteed no health upgrades, mainly because of the fact you get health upgrades through getting hurt.
Yeah, that's why I intentionally kind of take them sometimes, where I'll be like at the edge of, I don't know. I think when I ended my Extreme playthrough, I had a little bit above a hard level health, so I filled up a full extra bar of health. Like I doubled my health and then some. But
Get your hands off me. I'm not going anywhere.
why are you bullying Sokolov?
The fact
What
that
did he do to
Sokolov
you?
is voiced by Pete the Cat.
Really now?
Is he?
Yes.
Pete the Cat with his new shoes?
Yes.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's Pete the Cat. I know it's Pete the Cat because he has that same voice or graveliness to it.
Amazing.
Each time
I
you
did not
listen
know that.
to a lover
But I
with-
wouldn't be surprised because the boss is voiced by Pearl from fucking SpongeBob.
Damn you.
You can kind of hear it, but it takes some practice after. Because here's the thing: I have games and I watch shows where his voice was in there. Damn, bro, grabbing her by the boob, bro. What? You gonna pull a Devil Man? Which? Oh, that's an obscure reference.
Are you talking about the new Devil Man with the weird running, or the old Devil Man?
The
like old one?
old Devil Man.
Okay, because I know there's Devil Man Crybaby. I don't remember that happening,
There's
but I
a
also didn't like
very
that. But then
old.
there's the
It's a very
Devil
old.
Man
It's a very
with the
old
gold.
scene. A very old scene where like Devil Man rips off the boobs off of a demon or something.
Watch closely.
Dante's Inferno type beat.
That game disturbs me because I remember watching JP play it one time and I got actually nervous because of Cleopatra. Oh, this scene.
Guns has a single bullet in it.
Where he gets a third gun.
I'm going to pull the trigger 6 times in a row. Are you ready?
Last time you played this, did you pick the correct or the incorrect
Correct.
revolver?
Every single time I played her, I always got the correct. I had to like look up a guide.
Which version of the correct scene did you get?
The left.
Well, if you pick the incorrect one, you get to keep the gun into New Game Plus.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do
If
that until later.
Yeah, but if you pick the correct gun, you know how when you shoot it and it jams on you?
Yeah.
Looks like your luck has.
Did you know if you purposely miss, it doesn't jam and it just ricochets off the side of the inside of the ship or plane? I don't know what it is, but there's 3 versions of the cutscene. Shoot him with the correct gun. He shoots you with the incorrect gun where it's a blank, and you got the correct gun, but you purposefully missed him. And you shoot the wall, and it isn't a blank. And it ricochets. And then he's like, ah, I see. It's just a unique version of the cutscene, where if you purposefully miss. I think it's neat.
Yeah, and also it's fitting
there's
as
a
well
weird
because
thing like
Snake
that.
fitting as well because Snake never wanted to kill him.
Oh, yeah. Imagine if he did, and then you get back to the White House, and it's like, this was all for naught because the boss didn't give you the real Philosopher's Legacy. She gave it to her son.
Who she didn't even know was.
And
her
then he
kid.
gets shot and it falls out of the plane. Yeah, because she gave birth on the Battle of Normandy.
D-Day.
She went to the Battle of Normandy, D-Day, to start. She snuck in with her Cobra unit to start
But he's definitely one of yours.
destroying emplacements so more paratroopers could get in. And then she gave birth, and then the philosophers were like, this child is mine now, which includes Volgan's dad. Papa Volgan.
Khrushchev may have a hand in this. We have no time to lose. You must eliminate him before
And
the
then
final
Ocelot became a child soldier
Don't worry. They'll be able to
because he was,
Hello, old man.
hello, best boss fight in this game.
Or one of the
In
best
my opinion.
best bosses of all time, you mean? Or one of the best?
Yeah, that you can make a joke out of. You want to know how I beat him when I played when I was a kid? Because I didn't understand how this boss fight worked. I would find him and I would throw on the thermal goggles, and I would play the entire boss fight with thermal goggles. Because he leaves footprints. So you just chase him with the trank gun, And each time he stops, you trank him, and then you pull out a flash grenade. So when he tries to run away, he gets flashed, and then you shoot him again.
That's so cheesy.
Yeah, and it's very annoying because you get this entire spectacular boss fight, and you're just looking at the ground the whole time, following his footsteps, and hope he doesn't pick the one of like 2 sniper spots that looks on itself. Because most of his sniper spots look out into the distance, but 2 of them look back on himself, and those ones he'll still shoot you. But yeah, it's also cool at the end doesn't kill you. He just tranks you, which means that his boss fight is actually super easy, because if you know where the good food items are, you can kill the Markhor and kill the fish, and just get full healing items. Or the European rabbit.
Kuwabara.
By the way, if you didn't know, Kuwabara is the Japanese equivalent of rain, rain, go away, come again some other day.
Desaro, is that you?
Hello. I like how
Hello.
Snake's the only one that can see him.
It's implied that he wants you to see him because he gives you the codec to leave your cell when you're being tortured. And then when you plant the bomb...
Oh! I got
push you into the last area.
I got sniped with the fucking wheelchair.
Hell yeah.
The best,
do you ever participate?
Dude, the first time I did it, it was so much funnier. Because I just stood there as I got hit. I was looking away to get like a drink because I had like soda next to me and I was like thirsty as fuck because it was like Metal Gear. Of course I'm gonna have fucking snacks on me. I get my drink for a bit, look back, a fucking wheelchair, a fucking wheel just hits me in the face.
It's so good.
It's so fucking
It's
funny.
also cool because if you kill him here, you don't miss out on a boss fight. It just gets replaced with the Ocelot unit showing up, which is really neat.
And I'd like to fight the Ocelot units because they're low-key funny, better to fight against.
And you only see them that once at the very beginning of the game if you don't do that. There's 2 other places you can fight the Ocelot unit, and they can both be avoided. Obviously, killing the end gets you the other Ocelot unit, but if you never take out the... when you're in the jail cell, you have a radio transmission device in you. And if you don't take out the transmission device, the Ocelot unit follows you down into the sewer a lot quicker than they normally would. And you have to go through the sewers with them chasing you.
Oh, shit, I think I killed the guy. He drowned. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. I mean, that's another unique death for the Sorrow.
Fuck. That's my first death on stream. That's a record.
I don't know. Snake is dead.
Well, I was gonna... Oh, shit, did I get his camo?
No, I think that's just assault rifle ammo in the corner. It'd be cool if you could get the camo that way, since you have to get his camo normally by holding him up. Because you have to sneak up on him, hold him up, and then you shoot next to him, and he's like, no. No way. And then on the third time, like, sure, fine, take this.
Nope, never heard of it.
There it is. Swamp monster.
I still like the fact he thought Godzilla was real and it was like, oh man, the islands would be full of monsters by now.
Is going for a swim, and the creature sneaks up on her from underwater. Oh, I thought my heart was going to stop. I mean, of course, the 3D effects in It Came from Outer Space were a lot more intense, but...
It wouldn't be referring to you coming from outer space, would it?
How rude! Why do you say that?
Because no one on Earth could be as charming as you.
Fine. I'll just get to the point, Snake. Be careful of what's around you when you're in the water. Just imagining you swimming in those jungle rivers makes me think of you being attacked by a fish man.
I appreciate the concern.
Fishmen aren't the only things that'll attack you in the water. Really be careful out there.
Okay.
And don't be attacking any pretty girls going for a swim either.
Are you calling me a fish man?
You started it.
All right, I'm gonna edit off. Oh, I just saved. I'm an idiot.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
Permanent
double.
is so cool.
I'm double saving.
Doubling up.
All right, hold on. All right, I'm gonna edit off here. For those that are new, I appreciate you subscribe if you're new, like the stream if you enjoyed it. Sorry I haven't been streaming in a while. My internet's been absolute dog doo-doo as of late. I don't know why. I just wanted to play this for once because I'm like, fuck it. Metal Gear was one of the first playthroughs I've ever done, and I wanted to do the remake because when it was coming out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to play this game because, well, it's fucking MGS3. Why wouldn't I want to play it again with better controls? It costs $70, but hey,
Real.
what can you do? What can you do about it? Anyways, gonna end it off here. Good night, guys and gals. We're gonna call ourselves. See you next time.